lock and load.
Hell yeah.
I see the smoke from the hilltop. They march one by one. Stop the whole storm. It's inspiration online. The worst that yet to show what we have started.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Fuck Fentanyl podcast. We're going to throw you guys through a little bit of a mixed bag Uno reverse card today.
Ooh.
My name is Rigel, and I will be behind the ones and twos today,
Hell
hosting our friend, the Fuck Fentanyl guy,
Yeah.
Luis Romero. Go
Hell
ahead and say
yeah.
hi, man.
Hey, how you doing?
How
Good.
you doing, dude?
I'm
This
doing
is-
good, man. I'm so happy for this. This is actually, I've been really looking forward to this. We kind of kept it under wraps. You know, I wanted to, I wanted to do my own episode for a good minute with somebody else interviewing me, but honestly, I just so caught up. But when you offered, I was like, oh God, it has to be Rigel, dude. Fuck, like
Yeah.
somebody that knew me well before I did Fuck Fentanyl and actually seen me when I first got clean. And I fucked up back in 2012. So this is cool. I'm looking forward to this, dude.
Yeah, I mean, because I like listen to your show,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, I would say I'm a fairly regular listener. I'm
I see.
probably like at least one of those Spotify listens, right?
Oh, yes.
And like I listen to your show, and I'm like, damn, dude. Like I've heard so many people's stories, and I've heard like a lot of my friends,
Yeah.
on the podcast, like a lot of friends, I've heard sponsees on the podcast, like. You know, I feel like I've heard it all, and I'm like, damn, dude, has anyone ever like interviewed you for your own podcast? And I was like, well, how would you do that? Are you gonna talk to yourself? Or like,
Yeah.
like we've done it. We've all done it,
we've
right?
done
But
it.
like,
Yeah.
I'm really stoked to be here because it's like I think it's super cool, man. We
Hell
get to hear like the man behind the myth.
Man, behind the myth.
You know,
Yes,
behind the
yes.
legend and shit like that.
Absolutely.
You know, we're not
Yeah.
sponsored by Ghost yet.
Not yet, but we're fucking drinking it right
But
now.
We're working on it, man. We are working on it.
I want to get you more hyper.
Oh, yeah. You got it. That's what I'm here for.
Look, I have your head. I keep it here, dude.
That's good, dude. That's a good...
It's right next to Josh's.
You know the story behind those?
No. Tell me.
So, like, I have one tattooed, right?
Oh, yeah.
And here's what it comes down to. Like, for me, like, we're not affiliated with AA, by the way.
No.
But, like, for me, like, I will actively say that I'm a member of Alcoholics Anonymous, right? And,
Yeah.
I don't represent them in any way.
Yeah.
But I've always felt like the point of AA for me, like working the 12 steps, like the point of it for me is to like reduce my ego down to a size that is manageable, right? Like to
Right.
shrink my head,
Yeah.
right? And so like
got
that's the
that.
perspective behind it, right? Like
Oh.
I'm looking at this as like I need to make myself smaller and God bigger.
Right.
Right. And
Absolutely.
so that's a visual, tactile representation of my head being smaller so God can
I
be
love
bigger
that,
in my life.
dude.
And
Holy
that's
shit.
like my little thing. You know what I mean?
Crush the
So,
big
like,
big shotism.
I'm sure you've seen me give shrunken heads to plenty of people.
I
right? So
think
it's
I've
like-
seen a couple.
Yeah. So like that's
Yeah.
the shrunken head's like a thing. Like for me, like I feel like here's your shrunken head, like good job shrinking your head. Keep fucking doing it because
Keep doing
it's a you know, like you can't stay clean off yesterday's shower, you know. You
True.
know how it is.
True.
Like it's like we're sick people, we rest on our laurels and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden we're like fucked.
Right.
So
No, you're right, dude.
And I'm really looking forward to your story because
Yeah.
I know that this is a huge part of your little what are we gonna call it, the midway plateau.
Oh, there we go.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
that's what it is. Like,
Right.
And we both had one.
Right.
And I feel like we both had one at about the same time.
Right.
too.
Pretty. The timeline's pretty close, dude.
So it's definitely
It's wild.
definitely pretty fun where we get to like I get to finally like interview quote unquote you know.
Yes,
I basically
yes.
get to like talk over you a couple of times.
Yeah,
throughout
good,
but
good.
it's gonna be great.
Good.
So
Yeah, feel free, dude. Ask me whatever. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, well let's start with let's start how we do it, man. We'll do like upbringing.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and then we can go into like where it kind of started to like,
Sure.
like, you know, let's talk about feelings and all
Sure.
that, all
Yeah,
that shit,
all
you
that
know?
good shit.
And, it'll go into like the using and like, pieces of incarceration, like
Yeah.
your first attempts at getting sober,
Yeah.
rehab, stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then like, oh shit, like here it is, sobriety. This is what it looks like,
There
you
we
know,
go, right.
like going through the book, like having your real like true first spiritual experience, and then like and then kind of like falling off. I think that like if we go through the whole story, like it'll be really beneficial for your listeners.
Okay.
You know? So like let's
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, man. Yeah. I grew up here in Chula Vista. I was born March 25th, 1990. And, you know, I guess I wanted to just say that because a lot of people think I'm a lot more younger than I really am. Anyways, I grew up here in Chula Vista, in this neighborhood. This is the Otay neighborhood. And when I was like 4 or 5, you know, my parents were like kind of, so my parents were young when they hooked up, and they had 2 kids. They were both married, had 2 kids by the time they were 22, 23. Really young, dude.
Yeah.
Really young. And, you know, my dad kind of got a lot of shit on it, to be honest. Like, they were actually, his family was kind of tripping about it. This is my mom's point of view, by the way.
Okay.
I didn't get to hear his. But anyway, so, you know, they're like kind of living with their family because they can't. Even back then, it's a lot to raise a family, you know, making barely anything, especially, you know, in San Diego. Anyway, so we were living with my grandparents, dude, and it's just up the street, maybe like a mile away.
Are they still there?
Yeah, they're still there, dude.
Cool.
They bought that house a long time ago. It's secured.
Yeah,
it's in the
nice.
bag, dude. So anyways, so my grandparents let my parents move in. My dad was a cop for a little bit, like maybe like a year or 2. It was his dream job. Then he fucking quit because there was a lot of like a lot of shit he wasn't exposed to in his youth. So like, you know, when he saw the streets and seeing how fucked up, you know, addiction can be, and he was in the front lines of it, and you know, and also he was a minority, and back in the 90s and the late 80s, dude, they were just like terrible to minorities. So him being one was just like, it discouraged him from being a cop.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man.
Yeah, dude, it sucked.
Only imagine.
So he quit that shit, and then he was like working for his dad, who's a subcontractor, really successful business owner. And, you know, and my dad pretty much kind of pursued that pretty much as his career, and with having some aspirations too. He was a go-getter. And so, and we were living with my grandparents, and that was like the first time I kind of been exposed to drugs and alcohol. My uncle Ruben had meth problems, dude, and he was really a really nice guy. He was a fucking great guy, like when he's not on that shit. But when he gets on a Syquan, dude, he just flips the script, dude, and you know, he rampages and you know, he's like kind of wild and out of control. He was on the bike.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it sounds a little familiar, you know. He was in and out of jail, you know. And so my dad and him had a little bit of a falling out. Well, no, a huge falling out, really. So, you know, there was an incident where my uncle put a knife in my mom's throat, and you know,
Holy shit!
Yeah, it escalated, dude. Bad.
Oh, they had just a little falling out.
A little falling, yeah. It was pretty bad, dude.
Like
my dad was fucking. He hated him, and he wanted to shoot him. He had firearms.
That's
still.
that's a little bit.
It was
a little.
It was valid. Yeah.
That's valid. Bro.
It's valid.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude. And my dad. So my dad flipped out. And then he didn't want to be around my mom's family. There was a few that he would stay in contact with, but he had a deep resentment towards my uncle and a deep resentment towards my grandparents because they were the ones letting him stay there. And you know, like it could be you know, they're both kind of wrong in my opinion. I mean, obviously my uncle, you know, he did what he did.
Dang, they both had a part in it?
Yeah, they both had a part in it.
Weird.
Crazy. That's how resentments go, dude.
Oh, that's weird.
Fucking crazy, oh.
I never heard of anything like that.
Yeah.
Where 2 people had a part in it.
I know, dude. It's wild. Wild. And so, and that was the last time I saw my uncle for a long time, until I became much older. And, you know, my dad kind of, he kind of demonized drugs and alcohol from that point on, you know, to me. And I was like, this is what drugs are. And again, I didn't even know what they really looked like or the effect. I had no knowledge of it, but just
how old would you say you were at this
4
time?
or 5 years old.
Oh, so you were just a little, like a grom, dude. You were like,
I didn't even remember drug, what was that shit? The red ribbon, the drug, say no to drugs.
Yeah.
That wasn't even introduced to my life yet. I didn't know what drugs were.
Yeah, you were a
child.
were like not even a child. You were like just out of toddler shit.
Yeah.
So,
dude, it was wild. So my parents, it's kind of wild. This is what's really weird. So like, my grandparents lived up, right there in East Oneida, and my parents moved to, I think it was, maybe it was another couple places, but then they end up settling, right, in Orange Avenue, and then right up here, like maybe like 4 blocks, off, what was it? I can't remember the cul-de-sac's name for the life of me. But yeah, there's a cul-de-sac, maybe like 3 or 4 blocks, and that's where they kind of settled in. And so my dad, like, and my mom, you know, they had this weird thing, right, where it's like my dad hates her family, but my mom stuck with it. My mom, but it was, you know, she loved my dad, and she was ride and die for him. And so and I'm getting like kind of, so I'm growing up and I'm going to school, but I'm not really doing good in school. I have learning disabilities and shit. Like I have dyslexia. I don't write good. I'm not a scholar at all. It's not, you know, an easy thing for me. Mm-hmm. And I have ADHD too. Like I can't focus. They never gave me that that Adderall.
Wait, we were
shit.
supposed to be focusing on something?
Yeah, we were supposed to be focusing. We're supposed to be learning.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know, dude. Wild. I thought homework was optional when I was a kid.
It's not?
It's not. I literally had a dead ass conversation with my dad. He's like, man, he's like, why don't you do your homework? I'm like, homework is, I'm like, I don't want to do homework. That's that's
why
like,
would I want to do that?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm at home now.
Yeah, I'm at home.
Yeah.
School's gone. Like that's past. It's already.
Yeah, we did that already.
We already did that. So yeah, dude, it was bad. I was being they were trying to figure out what was wrong with me in school, you know, like every time I passed a grade, it was just like I felt like it was out of pity. Mm-hmm. You know, they didn't think I was fully should be in special ed, but they had put me there a few times, and they didn't want to hold me back. They didn't want me to, like, I guess, you know, not be a part of, you know, the kids my age. Mm-hmm. So they were already kind of just having discussions. They put me in intermediate classes, and I just kind of felt like I got a pass because I never read a book.
Yeah, it was like that No Child Left Behind.
No Child Left Behind, dude.
So
yeah.
like
participation trophy.
Yeah, you're like, haha.
Yeah, hey, I'm here.
Yeah,
you know.
And you like learn just enough.
You learn just enough. It's like, okay, I think you could pass off.
Yeah.
Even if you can't, like. So yeah, dude. So that was like kind of like my school life right there, and when I was like, so, you know, and I had a great relationship with my dad. My mom was kind of the bitch, you know. Well, she wasn't a bitch like purposely, but that was kind of like the role. My dad wanted to be the cool dad, the cool guy, and my mom was the disciplinarian, the enforcer.
Understood.
Yeah. She was the one with the hands. You'll whoop my ass whenever I fucked up.
Across the room.
Dude, chocolate, everything, bro. Whatever. And it was a child abuse, but it was like that was just how it was, you know. It's just like, you know, you get out of line, you're gonna get hot, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't a big fan of my mom, you know, but dad was awesome. Dad was cool. And my dad had a lot of like struggles with health and stuff, and he was he and his family has a long tide with alcoholism. Mm-hmm. So there was a lot of that kind of progressing in his later life. You know, but my dad, thankfully, dude, never got to be like a junkie. He never got to be like a straight drunk. But a lot of the behaviors and shortcomings, he had that, and it was developing. And so, you know, my dad was really just not in the peak of his life, and he kind of even can foreshadow his untimely death, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like it was coming. So my dad died at that house, like just 3 blocks away from here, in 2000, August 18th. So, that was like the big, like, life-changing.
And that would have made you like 10 or 9?
That was 10.
10.
Yeah. My dad died by like 3 months after I turned 10.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it sucked, dude. It was brutal. I looked up to him, he was like my hero and shit,
He's your dad.
Yeah, my dad, and I was lucky to have that too, because I know a lot
I'm
of people.
sure he was like financially supportive to the whole family. So
Absolutely.
it's like you're like, now what?
Yeah, exactly, dude. It was scary as fuck too. Thankfully, my mom got like Social Security after he had passed away, so that really helped just pay the rent. You know what I mean? And so whatever money she made from her job, I think at the time when he died, she worked at Mervin's. So that was enough to pretty much buy the food and to like, maybe do an occasional thing here and there. My dad wasn't rich when he died, but at least my mom had a little something to kind of just support her 2 kids.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, dude, it was rough. It was a tough time, dude. And so, but yeah, we did have to move out. So we moved from that place to down by the 5 freeway on J Street. Is a really not a great area.
Yeah,
I
don't know this area.
Nah, no, I know.
You're telling me all these areas, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
this way now.
Yeah,
We're
this way now. Yeah, that way.
Okay.
So this is Otay, and over there is West Side Chula Vista, which is at the time was a really shitty ass fucking area, dude. It was a downgrade.
One might even call it ghetto.
Ghetto as fuck.
Okay,
bro.
okay.
It was like the peak of like the gang life. You know what I mean? Like
I know.
It was right when like people were gangsters could be gangsters, nobody rats, shit was like people could live in the shadows freely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like one of those. There was no cameras, there was no social media, there was no like people telling on every little thing, like how kind of is now. So anyways, yeah. So that's where we had to go there. And when I was like, I was still in school and shit too. It sucked at that. I never got any better. I mean, yeah, when my dad was alive, I wasn't doing good. So when he died, I definitely didn't give a fuck about school.
Yeah. He was like the only thing. He's like, hey, why aren't you doing your homework? And now no one's telling you that.
No. Yeah, my mom would try.
Working.
But my mom would just look at my report card and shit like, oh, fuck. What the hell? So yeah, it was a weird time, dude. And I'm still in contact with my dad's family and stuff like that. So and they try to help out as much as possible. They're the ones that actually helped my mom get into that other house, because that's just how she had to live, And yeah, it was a shitty neighborhood, but better than nothing,
Yeah, absolutely,
better than nothing. So yeah, when I was 13, my dad was gone already for a couple years, like maybe so I guess 3 years. So that's when I got offered my first beer by my dad's family. It was like kind of like one of those things where I was like, yeah, I was curious, I want to try it out. My dad's family, they drink all the time. It's their culture.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, I had my first beer and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm one of them,
Yeah, feeling like you belong.
Yeah. So cool.
It's a dangerous feeling.
Yeah, dude. And so I did that and I got that, I was like, okay, cool. I didn't get drunk. It wasn't like instant love or anything like that, but it was just like, cool. I'm one of them now because, there was a time too. And this is like around that. This was around the time where I kind of felt like I lived in his shadow. My dad was gone. So, they wanted me to be like him. And I wasn't. But anyways, I felt like when I drank, I could at least fill in that part.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, I go to high school and I got through all these grades, dude, out of, again, sheer pity, just like they just fucking keep letting me pass. I had Fs, bro. I had one time I had all Fs and they still let me pass. I don't know. Like, it was just, they could do it, I guess. I don't know. Like, there was a point where I was like,
I think because of the no child, quote unquote, child that behind like laws.
Yeah.
I think that they're like, this guy's gonna pass.
He's gonna pass.
He's gonna pass.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He's gonna get a pass.
Yeah, he's gonna pretty much. They will be.
He's gonna get a pass, and I think that like, and that the problem with that is that like had legal ramifications. So like because there's legal ramifications of having children fail, they're like, oh, we're just going to make them pass. They're just going to fudge the grades and make them pass. And it's I mean, that's a whole political bureaucratic nonsense thing.
It is
now because now you got a bunch of dummies running.
Yeah, college degrees and shit. Like what?
But
that's why degrees they're not worth anything.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? It's like we have to go back to more merit-based things.
Absolutely,
that's an opinion.
That's an opinion. Absolutely, dude. Well, I guess I got to take advantage of that situation then, and I went.
Me too, man. I definitely should not have graduated.
Yeah. And so pretty much, yeah, dude, I went to high school and I drank a few times, but it wasn't like my thing. But I kind of had this look that I looked like a stoner. So everyone thought I was a stoner when I went to high school. And I just like, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I totally smoke weed, not even knowing what it fucking looked like, dude. I'd never even seen it. Mm-hmm. I've only, again, was like, when I was a kid, my uncle was on stuff, but he never like showed it to me or like.
Yeah, he didn't show his.
No, he didn't.
He didn't show his 5-year-old nephew.
He didn't show his nugs or his pizzle. Like,
what dick?
I know. How uncool.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be cool. But.
Yeah. So, anyways, I went to a math class, and my first, it was actually my first class. I went to Hilltop High School, and I got introduced to this scrawny little white boy with long hair, and his name was Phil Palmer.
Oh,
yeah,
I love Phil.
my first class in that high school, and that's it.
And the rest was history.
Yeah, the rest was history.
Okay.
Yeah. He was like 5'0", little like sleepy stoner, like just joking around and shit. And at first, I looked at him. I'm like, yeah, this fool's he's a clown, dude. Ah. And then like I instantly warmed up to him.
Yeah.
So he's the one that he broke up this fucking can and put holes in it and shit. He's like, hey, you want to smoke some bud? And already thinking that I do, and I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, playing it off
out of a can,
and a barbecue lighter.
Yeah, of course with the barbecue.
Totally.
It's gotta be the barbecue lighter. It's either an apple or a can or some shit like that.
Apple
right?
was an option.
And you think about the cans, dude, and like the cans are fucking gross because they have like a plastic liner inside, right? So like people don't realize that, but like if you pull away the entire aluminum, there's like a sack of like gooey plastic, right?
We're smoking it,
and you're smoking it,
dude.
Right? You're like, hell yeah, carcinogens and poison, right?
Oh,
like,
dude,
and like, of course, like it's so funny. Like I used to fucking shoot dope with toilet water, and shit, right? It's like, but like, it's like as obviously as teenagers, we're like, hell yeah, dude, this is so sick. But like, that, and the thing is the cans are meant to be disposable, right? So you're only smoking out of it like 1 or 2 times, which are the worst 2 times to smoke out of that can.
That you get all of it.
You're like, hell yeah, dude, fat old plastic. You might have gotten high just off of the poison,
probably
in the fucking plastic.
Not even the weed.
Yeah,
that's probably a good point, dude.
But, so anyway, so you smoke. I had to segue out of that because every time I hear about that, I'm wondering why are all our fucking cancer rates going up? You're like because all these teenagers are over here fucking
just retarded ass teenagers just smoking fucking cans and shit.
So good. I love it,
dude. Yeah, so that's how I got introduced to weed, and I started becoming the stoner. Like I was the real stoner now. Now I'm not a fake.
You were a poser stoner.
No, not a poser stoner no more.
Yeah,
now
you're a stoner for real. You're like, hey, this is actually pretty fucking awesome.
Smoking Mexican mech.
Oh, the best. The seeds
best,
it's like all seeds and stems and like powdery, like pressed dog shit.
Pretty much, dude.
It's so good.
There was one time,
the good old days.
One time, my buddy, me and him were smoking, and we started calling it like 10-year-old mech because it seemed like endless. We could just keep smoking like endlessly for like $10.
Yeah, roll the nastiest, grossest, fucking shittiest joints ever.
Yeah, dude.
But you can smoke 100 of them.
100. It didn't get high.
Just cough.
Yeah, dude. So that happened, and then I was into and then I discovered cocaine.
Naturally. I feel like that's like the next
drug to do. Cocaine was like acceptable at Hilltop. It wasn't like frowned upon. You weren't looked at as a junkie. It was like kind of like alcohol, an illegal alcohol. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, everyone would do lines and stuff.
Scarface.
Yeah, Scarface. Yeah.
You know what I
Scarface.
mean? Like, I
thing.
feel like that was that era. Like, you just like that was like,
Yeah.
like cocaine was just like the thing you sprinkled on top of your bed.
Right. Oh yeah. Was it Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah, or whatever. You know, shit like that. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
dude.
like cocaine is like, but at least back then, cocaine was like kind of it's addictive, but it's safe.
It's safe.
You know?
It is. And so I did coke. Yeah, you know, and it was like just snorting it. It wasn't anything crazy, you know.
No, you weren't smoking crack.
No, it wasn't smoking
You
crack.
weren't
By the way,
shooting it?
not first date. Nah.
That's crazy. Like,
I know, dude.
You decided to like shoot up cocaine.
No, I didn't shoot up
intravenously
cocaine
your
the first
very
time.
Weird.
It was just like
Some people do.
Yeah,
I've heard shit. Like
no,
that,
no.
like,
Trust me, dude. Trust me.
Yeah, I wasn't that cool.
You know what's funny too, dude, is that I didn't know cocaine was even expensive. I thought because I always would get it for like, I mean, it's probably shit cocaine, but I would always get it for like $30-$40 and get it like a nice little baggie full, maybe like a gram or I don't know if it really was or not. But people were telling me they would spend like $100 a gram on coke. And I'm like,
I've heard that
fuck?
before too. Like I feel like where I was from, it was like about $50 a gram.
Okay,
back when I
that's
got
not
it.
bad. That's a
back
good rate.
when I got it,
That's a good rate.
and like and it was pretty good, I guess. Like I was never personally like a huge
Yeah,
cocaine
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I mean, like we could rock it up, we could smoke it, that's fine.
Right.
You can mix it with other shit, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like me, I was never a big cocaine guy. Like it's okay. Now speed,
Ooh.
different fucking story.
Different story.
But we'll get into that
Yeah,
part
yeah,
of the
for sure.
story, like as it goes.
All right.
I can't wait to like lick my chops on like the
Yes.
the excitement of
The excitement.
you know, because now we're starting to get into territories that I'm interested in.
Yes. And so, dude, coke was cool. I did it. You know, it gave me confidence. I talked to girls. It you know, made me feel included.
Social.
It's
Yeah.
a whole social thing. That's really what cocaine was. You know, wasn't this like deep dark addiction?
Yeah, and it makes you cool.
Makes me cool. Oh,
You're the guy who has coke.
Yeah, I got coke now. They're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a little line. Anyways, so when I was 15, me and Phil, we got out of what was that shit called? Summer school. Yeah, of course I was in summer school.
Yeah. Because you guys we're
dumb.
pity passing.
We're really bad. We should not have made it as far as we did. And anyway, so went to summer school. I was like, we hung out, and Bill lived in the other side of Chula Vista.
Was that ghetto there too?
Oh
or?
fuck yeah! it was
So
ghetto
I don't
there.
know. So like you're like pointing to all these areas.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like I'm just
that's ghetto. That's ghetto.
Oh, so
And
it's all
and
ghetto
Bill's
here.
over there. Yeah.
Like I feel like the only part of like quote unquote Chula Vista that's not ghetto
East
is
Lake.
like East Lake and Bonita.
And you're correct, sir.
Okay.
Correct.
Because I was in East Lake working the other day, and I was
it's
like,
so
dude, this is nice.
It's so beautiful.
I was like, this
Yeah,
is a
dude.
nice area. I didn't
It's-
know there was anything nice this far south.
Dude, it's all like new
You know?
homes and
Oh, it's beautiful.
and
Yeah.
HOAs and yeah, dude, it's a place you can raise your family.
Wild. It was wild. I was like, okay, cool. not that you can't raise your family anywhere,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
And then like I've also worked in Bonita a couple of times. I'm like, dude, Bonita's
Fucking nice,
dude.
Nice.
Like,
My uncle lives there.
Like super nice.
His
What, your
neighbors.
uncle that does a bunch of drugs?
No,
Different
my
uncle. Got it.
Different uncle.
I'm
Uncle
like,
that did a
I'm
bunch
like,
of
damn,
drugs.
homie,
No,
like,
he's
homie,
not falling like that.
made out with a bandit, like,
No.
right off early, or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Like he married rich?
Yeah, dude.
Was he like super hot? You know, like fuck. What a guy.
Dude, I know. My uncle was good looking. I give him that. Like,
Yeah.
he was able to get through a lot in life with his looks until
Man,
the
dude,
meth took it away.
how come we can't get that?
I know, dude. I know. We were shit out of luck on there.
we just got
We have to
fucked.
rely on personality.
Oh, dude.
Damn. And oh my god. Oh yeah. So me and Phil we went to this place. Yeah, he lives in a really he's the most ghettoest white boy you'll ever meet.
I love that.
Yeah, he is.
Well, see, and I know him personally.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean, so it's like I think about it and like he did kind of have that vibe. So anyway,
Yeah,
you're going out to see him in the other side of Chula Vista, which is what's his neighborhood called? Just for fun.
It's kind of borderline National City.
This is for the Chula Vista.
Chula
listeners.
Vista. I would say he would
So he's in Nasty
he'd
City?
be like border
Like the
nasty
cusp?
city.
The
Nasty.
cusp?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Borderline OT and C. That's pretty much where he
Okay.
was kind of in that, like literally like you go down his hill, it's National City.
Yeah. So now everybody knows.
Now everybody knows.
Everyone knows the area.
He lived right by
Use
those
that as,
ultras.
like, the zeitgeist of what you're like. This is
all the
spirit of
the South Bay
times.
guys. It means it's very important. It's very important.
Yeah.
So he I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Fuck it, I'll do it. So when he grew up there all his life, and I would visit him after school and summer school, and his neighbor is a brother of a famous skater named Tommy Sandoval.
Okay.
So his neighbor, he was the oldest brother, so he was a big time fucking heroin addict.
Okay.
He was in his mid-20s.
So he was really cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were dweebs and fucking 15-year-old.
Yeah, you guys were like loser, stoner,
Yeah.
up and coming cocaine users.
Yeah. And he was the cool heroin addict junkie. And I mean, he actually would make it look cool. Like, he had money. He lived with his grandparents, but other than that,
that's cool.
That's cool.
That's
and
cool.
an addict, dude.
Yeah.
But dude, the guy got like hot chicks. The guy always had money, and the guy always had dope. His brother was a celebrity, especially in this area.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, he was.
So you wanted what he had.
For sure.
Interesting.
For sure.
Interesting.
For sure. Like, yeah. But the funny part is, dude, I was scared of needles, and I was sketched out by heroin. So I didn't do it when I was offered it when I was 15. And he was just like, want to hit it? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, he was getting high off of it. So anyways, he got a lot of people started. this gentleman, I love him. He's an old friend, but he was not the best influence.
Is he still around?
He's still alive. I saw him like a few months ago on fentanyl. He's still around.
So he's on a Syquan still.
He's on a Syquan. He's still alive. God bless him.
Some people got it like that.
Some people got it like that. A lot of my friends I started with didn't. But he's still there. He's still around. I got love for him. To a degree for sure. But he's doing his thing. And so I didn't want to do it. But that was like introduction to it. And then I got to learn like. Because I didn't really know anything about heroin and shit, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, other than you just shoot it up. But then I got to learn the culture of it. You're going to wake up sick if you don't, and you're going to get hep C from sharing needles. And so all these guys that were older were already in that life. And then I was like, well, I don't really want that life.
That's a lot of doing.
It's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
And so I turned it down at 15. And then very mature. I was smart at that point. And then couldn't
pass school, but
yeah.
Keep going.
So when I got towards the end of high school, I pretty much got the sympathy pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never read a book and never did anything to want to be somebody. I didn't want to go to college. Thought that was bullshit. And it kind of is. But pursue your education, please. Chase your dreams. But it just, for me, it was like not my thing. And when I was 17, I was about to get out of high school. Phil got a rig and he cooked up his shot. So that's how I found out he was on heroin. And he had just started it. And then he brought it to me and he's like, hey man, you want to do it? And I'm like, no. I said no, I don't want to do that shit. It's like, I told him, I don't want to OD. I don't want to.
It's scary.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was like, hell no. But he was like, come on, man. You're gonna love it. You love weed, dude. You're gonna love this. And I'm like, no. But anyways,
what a dick.
I know, he was a fucking asshole. So I knew he got it from Tyrone. I'm sorry, I said his name. Well, whatever. So
we can edit that out.
Yeah, we can edit that out. Anyways, Bill, he pretty much convinced me. I had already I had that curiosity, but I guess the common sense that was stopping me from doing it just went away for that one moment. Mm-hmm. And I did it. I did my first issue. And the way I did it, I just said it just really recently, but the way I didn't shoot it up because I was scared of needles, dude, mm-hmm. at that time. So the needle, it was cooked in. So I just squirted inside my nose the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've done like little spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how people do it in jail. In prison.
Yeah. I've done the hot spoon thing. I've even done muscle shots before.
Oh yeah, muscle.
But dude, when I first started it, I was a smoker for a long time.
Yeah.
For like almost a year.
Yeah. And that's how people start, but I didn't know that it could be done that way.
Yeah. You fucking missed it. You missed it.
I missed the whole thing. I missed the chasing the dragon.
I started with smoking beans,
Oh.
OC80s.
Oh.
Yeah.
I missed that too.
Yeah.
I never did a painkiller before heroin. I think one time they gave me it by the dentist. I went to the dentist and they gave me like Percocets or some shit.
Yeah.
But that's it, dude. And anyways, yeah, that was my introduction. I felt it. My nose felt like it was on fire. My face was like in flames, but like I fucking loved it, dude.
Yeah.
I love that high, dude. And I just melting, just like shit, you know. And I felt.
So you arrived.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just said it really recently too. Like my addiction. I for sure had this thing, dude. I had the alcoholism. I had the addiction, like in a sleeper state, dude. And that shit fucking awakened 100%, dude. Like that was the first time I ever wanted to I just wanted to do dope every day. I wanted that same high that heroin made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my brain is like wired correctly. And
just for the audience listening at home, did you ever feel that same high again?
No, never. No, never.
Weird,
dude. I know. I wanted to chase that same fucking high that, you know, and it never happened again. It was
don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. Don't do it. So yeah, dude, 17 years old. That was my first time. And then eventually, you know, the guys would hit me and then I learned how to hit myself and it was a wrap. I was a full-fledged junkie. Because
I like the first time I fixed like with a needle, somebody hit me too.
Yeah.
Like, is that just how it's done?
Yeah, dude,
like I feel like
to
somebody fucking hits you the first time, and then like you watch.
You just
want to
watch it,
and then you're like, okay, so this
you
is
see
how it
them
goes
like
down. Because like I remember the first probably like the first 3 or 4 times that I shot dope. Yeah. Somebody else shot it up for me because like I didn't know how.
Right.
Which is crazy, like. Right. And then, like, obviously, I like learned to register. And,
right.
And then, like, I learned to miss.
Yes, dude.
I learned to hit the arteries,
painful miss.
You know. And then I get to the point, like, obviously, where I was like a seasoned veteran, I could hit my neck without a mirror.
Yeah, without it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Eyes closed.
But, like exactly. I'm like, oh, I know. She's right here. She's thumping. Right, and I fucking hit down in the neck every time,
dude.
And I could do it. But it's like I think about it and like I hear you say that and like because a lot of people don't mention that part of the story. But like somebody fixed for me.
Yeah.
My first like I smoked it for a long time. Obviously, I can take my own hits.
Yeah.
Like off foil.
Yeah.
That's easy. Right. Once I fucking shot dope for the first time, somebody fucking was like, "Oh, dude, we only have this much, and it's not gonna get you loaded if you smoke it. Like you have to fucking. You're gonna have to fucking shoot it.
You have to shoot it."
And they fixed for me and did it, and it's like. What's another crazy fucking little segue of my story, right?
Yeah,
I shared needles with a bunch of people with Hep C.
Oh yeah,
bunch of people with Hep C. Never got it,
dude. Really?
Never got it, and I've been tested for it. Yeah, and everything. I've never gotten it, and And I don't know what the over under odds are on that. Yeah, because it can't be great.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? But I'm 100%.
You're at high risk.
100% definitely shared rigs with people that have actively had Hep C. So. I'm not saying that like you're not gonna get it, but like it's weird, dude. Like I don't understand how the fuck viruses work. I don't.
No, me either.
It makes no fucking sense to me because like I definitely should have been one of the guys that got it.
Yeah,
for sure, for sure. Because it wasn't for lack of trying.
No, right.
You know what I mean? But like for some reason, I was one of the lucky guys who never had to get treated for Hep C or anything like that. And like I've been tested. I got tested then, and then I got tested again randomly like. I want to say a few years ago. I did like a full panel test just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
Just to see if like something happened. Like
something help up.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
So I did like the full panel AIDS fucking test and everything, and I was completely clean. So that was really cool. But it was like Dude, like, because I know, like, a bunch of the home... You had Hep C, didn't you?
I had Hep C.
Exactly.
I believe I got it when I was 17, 18.
Yeah. And, and that's crazy. And so, like, it's not hard to get, especially if you're poking.
No.
So,
It's actually the easiest.
Yeah.
It's very, 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 very easy to spread.
All you have to do is share a needle, as far as I know. And I definitely was. So it's just crazy to think that, like, it's crapshoot.
I believe, like, I don't think it took a while for me to even get, like, brand new rigs. Because they were passing that shit out like how they do nowadays, dude. You had to go to the,
You can buy them on Amazon now.
Dude!
You can literally go onto Amazon and buy them now.
That's crazy, dude.
Crazy as fuck.
Wow.
I was like, damn, dude, you could just buy them on Amazon.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Later on in my story,
Like,
I'll get into why that's wild.
Yeah. Because I looked it up. They're like, it's like less than $30 for 100 pack of rigs.
What?
Could you imagine?
Oh my god!
Could you imagine back in the day? We would have been fucking.
Oh my god!
Because like if I had access to like a $30 pack of 100 rigs,
oh dude,
I could have sold those for like fucking
dude.
I could have sold them for like $10 a piece.
Fuck yeah.
Easy. $10 a piece. $10 a piece. I could have been I could have been like king of the streets as a needle dealer.
Just selling,
bro.
just selling needles.
As
You don't even have to sell dope.
Dealer. That's
you don't even have to sell dope.
So like. And then like, you hear about the homies that were like diabetic and they had access to rigs.
Oh
all the
yeah,
time.
those are the.
And we're like, that's the homie.
That's
right
the
there.
homie right there. Those little ass rigs.
Yeah, and like I don't even remember having a needle exchange back in those days.
Oh, dude, they're very hard, dude. That's what I was getting to. There's only two. There's one by downtown by the grocery. No, the other one, Smart and Final. It's a fucking shot out ass trailer, dude.
Yeah. Didn't there used to be one in like Mission Valley?
Maybe.
Or Claremont or something. I thought
I'm
there
pretty
was.
Sure. There should be.
And it was shot the fuck out.
Dude, it's shot out, bro.
It was so bad. And I would go there and I'm like,
it looked sketch as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was. I remember the first time I went to the needle exchange with my homie Sus, and we were.
His name was Sus?
Suspect. That's his whole nickname.
I wonder if he was a good a good influence.
Yeah, he was not. he was not. That'll be later in the story. But yeah, we went to the needle exchange. We were just like, I don't know, like this is so sketchy as fuck. We're in downtown San Diego, full of homeless people, and we just see the line of junkies and shit, and we're like, oh fuck it, let's just go in.
Yeah,
and they're like hella nice. They're very professional. Most of them are recovering addicts. Working for I think the FHC.
Okay.
And they gave you a card. I was so proud of my card, dude. I lost it like years ago, but I had the card for my first registration in 2000, I think 9 or 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's all you do. You show them your card, and then they're like, okay, come in. They let you in the trailer. How many needles you need? And I'm like,
all of them.
Yeah, all of them. I mean, and they would always hook it up.
And
it's supposed to be
their
needle
policy
for needle.
was 1 for 1.
It's supposed to be, but they hook it up, dude. Like they know what's up. They know that like it was pretty hard. So sometimes they do 2 for 1s. And sometimes I just get the most randomest. Oh, dude, it's a whole thing. I would just get the most randomest rigs, dude. And they take them.
Yeah.
I've taken
old shot out shitty ones.
Yeah.
Dude, and what's crazy is I remember using needles till they were fucking cooked, bro.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely like had needles that had no numbers on them.
No numbers, for sure.
No numbers on them. And then I had sharpened it on a matchbook.
God,
like,
dude.
Several times. You know what I mean? Where like that thing probably had like, I was probably like shooting up like ground up metal from the needle point,
Yeah.
And like, that's crazy, bro. And I was using those like, I had like a rig that I was like, yeah, I could probably sharpen this one a couple more times.
Yeah, dude.
And like,
still good.
I had one that like the needle itself was like half as long as it was supposed to be because I'd sharpened it so many times. Like you hold it down like this and you roll it and you sharpen it. I swear to God. Like, and that's crazy. And I explained that shit to my girlfriend who is not.
Oh
she's
yeah,
like,
no, she doesn't know.
She's an alcoholic.
Alcoholic, purely.
Like regular, like normal alcoholic. Right?
Yeah.
And I explained that to her, and she was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
I'm like
the means that we do.
Yeah, like it's that or die.
That's what it felt like.
Well, that's what it is. I swear it was that or die. And I guess her sponsor is a junkie too.
Sherry.
Yeah. So her sponsor's a junkie too, and like they like it came up in conversation, and she was talking about how she used to sharpen her rigs and shit.
That's
and she was like, "Yeah, my boyfriend was talking about that too." He's like, "Yeah, because we're real junkies."
Yeah,
like that's how the get down.
Yeah.
Is.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
you shoot up with whatever water's available, and
you need to get the job done.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I need this in my bloodstream.
Yes, absolutely.
And
dude.
however that happens is how it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
See, like you and I get each other, right?
Absolutely.
Like we understand.
But from an outside perspective,
my DOC is water soluble.
Well, shit, yes. And yeah, dude. I was able to maintain a somewhat of a decent functioning life, purely because it was kind of a secret. I'm a very secretive person, and eventually I became burnt, and they knew my family knew what was up, and so but yeah, I was living with my grandparents, working under my dad's brother, and making good money. At the time, I was actually making really good money, doing construction and stuff under the table, all cash. Perfect fucking job for a junkie to get hundreds of dollars like on a fucking Friday. At once. Oh, yes. Yeah, dude.
And then be broke on Monday.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. I'm lucky I have like $50, and I'm just finagling and surviving like until Friday. Like I literally would have nothing. I'd be dope sick as fuck Friday morning, just like oh god, could this day just go by fucking faster? And so I did that, dude. And yeah, I was a little bit of a middleman drug dealer. Nothing crazy. I served like grams and shit to people, and I just like just break me off a little piece,
pinch a little piece off.
Yeah,
of
give
it.
me that. That's cool. We're cool guys.
I feel like if you didn't do that, then were you even a real junkie?
No,
like you have to middle a sack. You have to middle a sack, and then that sack has to be pinched.
Absolutely,
that's part of the game, homie.
Part of
and
the
like,
game.
If you're lucky, like I didn't pinch it that hard.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like
you got half of what you paid for.
If you're lucky, there's a good chance that you got fucked.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, dude. And so around this time, so I'm gonna say, I was like, 18, 19. I'm out of school. I'm working, making good money, but not enough to support an addiction. So I'm doing other stuff to just kind of balance everything out, living like a double life kind of a thing, And around this time is when Phil was like Phil was a full-fledged dude, like
street urchin,
bro. Like I love that dude, but my God, he just had no restraint. Like he could not. I was able to at least somewhat have a surface. He did not. He just straight up like he went all in, dude, all in from the gate. And so he was homeless like as soon as he left high school. His mom pretty much was like, hey, she found this cooked up rig, and she's like, you need to get the fuck out of here. And
yeah, I ain't watching you do this.
I'm not watching you do this shit. And it's understandable. So she feels bad about it even to this day, dude. And I told her like, hey, it is what it is.
You can't control that shit.
Can't control it. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he was homeless from the gate, from when he first became an adult, and that was rough for me, dude. And it actually ruined our friendship for a few months. I mean,
not even years.
Yeah,
a couple months, man. We weren't even talking.
Yeah, no. I would say like 6 months. Like 6 months. I was really upset with him, and I genuinely was like, hey, man, what are you doing? You gotta get it together, man. Like, just try to at least get a job.
Yeah.
But he that's just how he was, from the gate, all in, all or nothing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he lived in this place called the Jungle in National City, another spine establishment.
Yeah.
Very sketchy. Homeless encampment.
It's like a river bottom.
It's a river bottom type of thing.
Okay.
But in National City. And right by the Plaza Bonita Mall. And so yeah, he was staying there.
Is it still there to this day?
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. They just move it different spots, but it's still within the area.
It moves around.
Yeah. Because the government,
you have to be in the know. You have to be in the know.
The government would be like, oh, this is getting out of hand, and they get a bulldozer.
Dude, they build little villages, bro.
Yeah.
And they're crazy. And like, dude, I saw one in Escondido the other day, and it was like on like some like those jetty style rocks, and I was like, man, you couldn't pick like a less jagged fucking place. Like, why the fuck did you pick right there? Like, I feel like there's got to be a more flat region to do that on. And they had like tents set up like on like it was like fucking rocks, bro. Dude, I was like, homie,
wow.
what? Like,
Wow.
What the hell? Like,
maybe they just did it because they were like, oh, no one's gonna fuck with us.
yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
It must have been on like a visibility factor.
Yeah,
There's any number of fucking reasons, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
and
funny.
also,
Or they're just lazy.
Also,
They're like, oh, fuck it.
nowadays with like xylazine and everything else that's going on,
dude,
people are like in the middle of the streets with their pants around their ankles, and they don't even know what the fuck is going on. They don't even know that there are people there.
No,
Like they're like in
own...
their own fucking world, dude, and that shit's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like I used to get loaded when it was kind of fun getting loaded.
Yeah.
It just seems like a fucking what does my sponsee call it? Circus of despair.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You're like, what the fuck is that shit?
Excellent
man?
word.
Like,
Excellent way to put that.
yeah, like you're looking at him and you're like, man, like you feel it in your spirit where you're like,
yeah,
I am so grateful that I am not living.
They're
like
not having fun,
anymore. Dude, I feel like people haven't had fun getting loaded for a while.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like, at least with the shit that we like to do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, you might have fun getting loaded drinking or other things like that, but like...
It was a sense of an adventure. I was
Yeah.
talking to Andy about it. There was a sense of an adventure.
Yeah.
We're chasing and we complete our mission and we just do it again. And
Yeah.
and I feel like with that, it's just straight like, like a party.
Dude, I
of
love
despair.
Andy.
I know, dude. It was cool. I loved having him on, dude. It's cool catching up with him.
That's awesome.
And yeah, dude. And then what was that? Oh yeah. So I'm doing this thing, and then that's when so the funny part is about my story. So I grew up in the ghetto, but I never wanted to be a gang member growing up because
Which is admirable.
Admirable, yeah. I just it wasn't my vibe, man.
There's plenty of people that are from the suburbs that do want to be gang
I know
members, so
why.
it's like,
Why?
yeah.
But so I fought, and I definitely wasn't going to be
hood rat things.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to be a punk, but what I felt like was a punk at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, because I love punk rock, I was referring to the other version of it. But
like a buster.
like a buster.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So but yeah, once I got deep into heroin, a lot of the guys from this neighborhood, Otay, were they're all on it. And I started hanging out with them because they were like,
They had drugs.
They had drugs, and we like to have fun. We shoot the shit. We have fun.
I like to do hood rat things with my friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much it. And there was like, the more I'm hanging out with them, I'm getting into the culture, and I was developing a fucking identity crisis, for sure. Because usually when you're like, they usually jump you in when you're 12, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've seen
I
it.
was already 18, 19, so I was already old. I was like, they even
you're like washed up.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
How the hell are we gonna impress upon this guy that he's a gang member now when he's like already an adult?
And I'm already an adult. Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
but
you were past your prime.
Exactly, dude. Exactly, like
For them.
But really, dude. And it's funny because I have seen people wanting to do that in their 20s. It's fucking wild to me. But anyways, so yeah, dude. I still, I hung out with them, and they took me in. We had fun, and they gave me a nickname. My nickname is Carga Lou, which is Heroin Louis. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah,
that's good. That's a good handle.
I love it.
Everybody knows right off the bat exactly what you're about.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. I was all about it. I'm
Carga and Scante are like the only two words I know.
I'll tell you
That's
this.
not true. But
I never wanted to bang for the hood, and that's really the truth. I love my friends and I love hanging out with them, but I never wanted to bang for the hood. I wanted to bang for heroin.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
100%.
I'm about that staccato lifestyle. And so yeah, dude. But yeah, I got really tight with them, and Suspect was one of them, Blanco, and Creeper, and all these guys. I just love
hood
name
rat
dropping.
names. I love hood rat names. Yeah, you're like Joker, little Joker, little baby Joker,
There's always,
little baby homie Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, damn, how many people are in this family?
Hilarious, dude. And I didn't even know their real names. Only two of them from the gate, but most of them I didn't know their real names. And I see them on Facebook, like, oh, that's his real name.
Yeah. And it's like like Angel something.
Yeah.
You're like
Some
You're
basic
like, huh,
ass, like-
okay, like Angel Rodriguez.
Angel
You're like,
Rodriguez. Oh,
okay, or like something like that, you know? Like,
Exactly.
yeah, or like Gutierrez,
Gutierrez.
you know.
yeah, just some basic ass
Yeah.
Mexican name.
And the thing I love about Mexican names too is like they add on names every time they marry into a new family.
for
So
sure.
It'll be like Gutierrez,
Morales.
Morales, the like Rodriguez,
Yeah.
Hernando.
They do it.
You're like,
yes,
oh
dude.
shit!
It's like 5 names at
You're
once.
like, holy shit! Why do we have so many names?
I
here?
don't know,
It's
dude.
So good.
I never got into that.
I want them to mix in like a white name randomly in there. You know what I mean? Like it'll be.
I've
like,
seen some, dude.
Yeah, it'll be like Gutierrez, Ramirez, Sharp. Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck?
What the
was
fuck
that?
happened here?
You're like, oh yeah, my mom married a white dude, you know, or whatever. It's like sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so you're banging for heroin.
Begging for heroin, dude, and so you know, just doing the most, you know, when I'm not working, I'm full-fledged committed to my new life of being a, you know,
Junkie.
a junkie,
Full-time junkie.
I love
okay.
life. And I loved it. I loved every bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool, dude. Like I love, you know, the feeling of being out and shit, and you know that sense of belonging and the chase and all of it, dude. And so when I was 20 years old, oh yeah, by the way, too, I guess just a disclaimer: I've never been exposed to anybody that's clean and sober. I never knew anything about recovery. The first time I heard about AA was through a South Park episode. They made fun of AA. It was really funny as fuck. I thought
And it's probably that episode is probably funny to this day.
probably to this day, dude.
You know, the cliches are legit. They're real. It is a cult and it's not a cult.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. So, anyways, I was like 20 years old. We were out. Well, I got arrested before. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to say this story. I got arrested 2 weeks before Christmas in 2010 by the FBI.
The FBI.
Yeah, the FBI was the first agency to arrest me. And it was a fucking fluke, dude. I had just picked up some dope. We were doing stuff with my buddies, but I had got Phil in the car, and Phil was like already kind of fucking up. But I was like, yeah, come on, Phil, let's go in, let's go fix. So when that was happening, the FBI, I think Phil had like a little dope, and he just whipped it out, and the FBI just happened to be driving right next to us, dude. And then fucking, they pulled me over.
They just happened to be there.
They just happened, dude, bro. I remember the light still just flashing on that fucker. Like, I was like, what the hell is that? And then, like, as soon as they saw that we saw them, they flickered their lights, which was not above their SUV, it was below it.
Like in the window.
Yes, dude. So yeah,
those
so I
bastards.
guess, yeah, dude. You know, they pulled us over. We had to hide our shit. I swallowed my dope. And
Damn it.
Yeah, dude, I know. One was opened. I had two balloons. One was open and the other one wasn't. So I did the balloon. I swallowed the balloons. I passed the sobriety test. They had nothing on me besides driving without a license.
Uh-huh.
And
You were driving?
I was driving.
Oh, yeah.
So they were like, okay, like they just didn't know what to do with it. And so they turned us over to the regular because we were surrounded by feds, dude. It was fucking nuts, bro. They were deep, bro. It was like a movie, like, burp, 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 you know. So they were like, okay, I guess we don't really have anything to do with this. This is the smallest time shit. So they turned me over to the Chula Vista Police Department, and the Chula Vista Police Department were like, okay, like driving without a license, like who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
So they had me in jail. So I was fucked up. I passed the sobriety test, but the dope didn't hit until later.
And then you're like,
yeah, dude, exactly. So I'm in the holding cell, dude.
Because you swallowed a sack. Bro.
Yeah, dude, I swallowed a sack, dude, and so
you could have died if it was enough,
bro. So that's what I was getting at. Like,
yeah.
So the one balloon was open, that hit me, but the other balloon was not open. So I got out of jail 3 days later. I fucking shit that balloon out.
Yeah.
And I got high with it.
Yeah.
So that's how I
knew.
Naturally.
Yeah.
So, but if that balloon had opened inside me, I probably would have OD'd.
Yeah.
And so a week after this, dude, I catch a case. I fucking was hanging out with my homie Ghost and Blanco. We were not far from here too. This is the hood, and he just Ghost got out of prison. We were all partying, like, woo, you know, let's celebrate. Let's do a lot of heroin, more heroin than normal.
More heroin than normal,
you know,
extra heroin,
and then yeah, dude. So we were getting the party started, dude, and then Ghost got really high on meth, and he made a fucking scene, and the police fucking went after him, dude. And
this is the guy that just got out.
He just got out of prison, just fresh, dude. Like maybe 2 days.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking burnt, dude.
Real classy. That was my get down too.
Absolutely.
Get out of prison and then fucking
make a scene.
Make a scene,
dude. He was wild, dude. And he so he's just like running. The hulas are coming. And then we're running too because we didn't know what to do. We're like, oh, we dropped everything, you know, stopped what we were doing. And so I was running, and the fucking cops arrested me, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Right by the baseball field where they had the Chula Vista World Series at. Or the Little League World Series.
Uh-huh.
And then I caught my case. I kicked dope for the first time in my life. It was like a 2-3 year run.
Uh-huh.
And
dude, so that was fun.
Oh, fucking terrible, bro. No, Matt,
pissing
bro.
out of both ends,
dude. Oh
yeah, no, dude. But every time I got clean, there was no Matt either, and like you could get it if you like went to a doctor and you had a real doctor prescribe it to you. But like other than that, like nowadays, you can I think you can get a Suboxone prescription on the internet.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, dude. I'm pretty sure you can.
DM them.
Yeah. Oh no, I think you can. Like you just tell them like, oh, I've been doing this much heroin for this long or whatever, and they're like, here's your prescription. You know what I mean?
It's like an AI doctor.
Exactly. No, but for me back in the day, dude, like you were just fucked.
Yeah.
Like you were
feeling it.
You were gonna kick like an adult.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I always go back to? Because I love watching movies about fucking drugs and heroin particularly.
Yeah.
But I always think of that movie, I'm not even exaggerating. I always think of that movie, Sid and Nancy.
Uh-huh.
When he's fucking kicking dope and the fucking cops are looking at, look, it's Sid Vicious. And he's just like balled up. Like, dude, that's exactly how I felt, dude.
100%. I love Sid and Nancy. That's a good one.
That's a good movie. Really underrated movie.
Gary Oldman, dude.
Yeah. That fool was slept on for a while. But he got recognition later.
100%.
And so anyways, so after that, I got out of jail. It was a whole thing, dude. The family all knew. They knew something was up, but now they got the details to what I was up to.
Now you're a fucking junkie loser.
I'm a junkie loser. And they're all like, yo, you got to go to rehab. And I was like, I can't go to rehab. I have to go to NA meetings. The court ordered me to go to 10 NA meetings. They're all, no, they want you to go to rehab too. And I'm like, no, like you can't just go to rehab and get out of going to jail. Like that, I didn't even know about that, dude.
Yeah.
I had knew about the system from like my buddies, but none of them went to rehab. They all just went to prison.
Yeah.
In YA, you know, so program was just a new word for me.
Yeah.
And so my family was like, they pretty much said, you do this or we're out. And it was like Christmas time. It was, because that's what I was leading to. Yeah. It was a Christmas time and this all happened. And then I ruined their Christmas and all this shit too.
God, you ruined their Christmas.
Absolutely.
Look at you.
Look at me. Superstar.
Fucking Cargaloo.
Cargaloo over here fucking up everything. Dude, even my uncle was on mad. I was like, come on, man.
It's really bad. It's really bad when like the family disappointment's like, homie.
Yeah, dude.
Homie, what the fuck?
And you know, my uncle was he was clean for a while, and that's when we stayed and I got back with him, and then he went back tweaking at that time too. So, but yeah, even he was like, come on, man. And then I went to rehab right after that, dude. So this was all end of 2010. Now beginning 2011. Not knowing what rehab was, I think I got a description of it one time from a rich girl from Del Mar who was hitting rock bottom, coming down here.
Yeah,
and she told me like about this program that was like 28 days, and it was like they give you like massages and they do yoga and they go to
I like that. Let's do that.
It's awesome, bro.
A 28-day vacation.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. So that's what rehab is. And I was like, all right.
I'm down.
So
Sign me up.
My first rehab was the House of Metamorphosis.
Oh,
it
good.
Was not like that at all, dude.
Oh, it wasn't?
30th and Market, bro. Like
No massages?
no massages. I definitely didn't want one in there.
Oh,
and
is that good, huh?
Yeah, dude. And yeah, you know, all the staff were black and they were like fucking rough around the edges, you know what I mean? They were
Like kind of ghetto?
kind of ghetto, dude. They were ex-gang members or prostitutes, one or the other.
Sick.
Fuck yeah, dude. And they tell it as it is, dude. And at that time, there was a lot of freedom for staff to really like not hold back.
Yeah.
They could tell you exactly what the fuck is on their mind.
Yeah.
And there ain't shit you
They
can
weren't
do.
putting hands on fools though, right?
No,
That'd be crazy.
That.
Like,
But we did as clients. They just couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, HOM was wild. It was I went in there when it was.
I've heard about it.
Yeah,
I've never been
behavior
personally.
mod. You know, encounter groups.
I have something to compare it to. A little
Yeah, absolutely, dude. So it was rough. It was. There wasn't much structure. It was literally feeling like I felt like I was in jail. Because you know there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes of stuff, and I was partaking in a lot of it. I gravitated towards like you know the sureños that were like in and out of prison.
Of course, so they're politicking and shit.
Of course, we're politicking, dude.
Yeah.
I gravitated
Can't help
towards them. They're and some of them were my friends, you know, to this day. You know, some of them got clean, not there, but later on in life.
You find that with I think all of them.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we're all, you know, we were just doing time and so I didn't get clean there, but that was my first treatment episode. And
did they like push 12-step there too or
no,
okay,
not at all. It
Interesting.
was strictly behavior. They had one NA meeting. Well, and I never did it because we had the option to sleep.
Oh
in
yeah,
a bed. I'm sleeping in bed.
Run it.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm high as fuck.
Don't ever give me the option.
Don't give me the option, dude.
Don't ever give me the option anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I'm like, "No,
no, not at all."
You don't ever ask me if I want to do something because there's a really strong chance that I don't want to do it. Right? But now, if you ask me if I'll be of service to do it, now you got me by the balls.
I will say this though. That was my introduction to Suboxone. Never heard of Suboxone ever. Until like there was like one of those periods where the dope wasn't hitting, and this white boy from North County, he's like, "Here, want to try a sub?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" And he pulled out this fucking
the little pills.
Yeah, the little pills. They look like Flintstones.
Stop signs.
Yes, dude. It looked like
I
that.
remember those.
So I did that, dissolved in my mouth, and I felt like I did a big old shot of heroin. I was like, "Ooh, fuck."
Yeah.
I like Suboxone.
Yeah.
And which is funny because they had, like you said earlier,
You ever slammed one of those?
No, dude, not even.
I
I wasn't even that like because it was kind of like not. It was kind of hard to acquire at the time.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that kid got it, to be honest. But God bless him, he gave me that shit for free. I did Suboxone. And I did OxyContin for the first time there too.
Okay.
So
In rehab.
Yeah, in rehab.
This is great.
Yeah,
This is
dude.
great.
It was
This
an
is a
Oxy
good-
80.
This is a good rehab.
Yeah, dude, excellent. I did it. I always thought OxyContin was for pussies, but man, I did 180. That shit fucked me up, dude.
Huh.
I ate one, and it just took forever to hit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the shot where you get it instantly. It was
Yeah.
like 3 hours later. I'm like, I'm like, oh, there it is.
Yeah. It's definitely a different get down.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that was my first rehab experience, and then I kept fucking up, dude. So, and I never had really cool gangster charges, by the way. I never was like busted for like pounds of heroin or like stabbing somebody. I got busted with a fucking half gram of
Like
heroin,
a little fucking
a little thing, a little nothing.
Yeah.
And I even felt pathetic when they read it.
That just means all the fucking gangster shit you were saving for other times.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was so clever. I got away with it.
Yeah.
You know. So they only got me on this little shit. Well, at the time, that little shit was a big fucking deal, dude.
Yeah. Crazy. You wouldn't even go to jail for that now.
No, they'd literally just throw it away, and then you'll go pick it up.
Yeah.
The cops are just like, this is gross. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I got caught with that, and then when I got out of rehab, they catch me with needles. But when your needles got dope in it, they fucking give you a felony for it.
Yeah.
So I racked up a bunch of these little fucking charges throughout like the year, and it reached to 3. And so I had 3 felonies, each worth 16, 2 or 3. And you're when you're poor and you're a minority, dude, and you show no remorse, that is just like the recipe of like, yeah, please send me to prison.
Yeah. 100%.
And it was valid to go to prison at the time.
For that too.
For that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a little level, but still.
Yeah.
A lot of time for what I considered nothing. And
and that was right around the time they were going to make you do state local too. I think.
Oh yeah, they changed it. They just changed it in when we went to Crash.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember that was how I found out about it.
Yeah.
I was ready.
People were coming back from yards and they were putting them in county jail.
Yeah, dude.
I was like
pissed.
Oh man.
Pissed, dude.
Yeah.
Especially because prison's meant for long term stays. Howdy ain't, dude. You're supposed to do like a few months in there.
Yeah.
At most.
Maybe a year.
Like fighting a serious case.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, yeah, dude. So yeah, the prison thing was gonna happen, the state prison thing, and then they changed it over to county. By the time I went to Crash, so Crash was the first time I got clean. That was August 16th, 2012, and I went there because I just got twacked out one day, dude. I just fucking
naturally.
Dude, seriously.
Yeah.
I when I'm on heroin, dude, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, drugs are drugs.
Drugs are drugs.
Yeah.
And then so I did meth with my buddy that got me started. Not Phil, but my other buddy that I gave him the shit. And anyways, I got fucking twacked out and I got scared about going to jail and I got paranoid and I called Crash at like in the middle of the night, dude, when I came home from tweaking. And I kind of was on the waiting list for a while. I had burned out bridges getting into programs, and I just kind of like did a twacked out voicemail to Lydia, and I was saying like, "Oh, I've been on your waiting list for forever, and I haven't heard nothing from you guys, and now I'm gonna go to jail. My court's coming up, and all this shit." And then she calls the next day. She calls the morning of, "I'm coming down now." My grandma hands me the phone. I was staying at her house. And she's like, "Oh, this lady want to talk to you." And I'm like, "Hello?" I didn't even remember I made the call, dude. And she's like, "Hi, this is Lydia. We have a bed ready for you." And I was like, "Oh, I what? I need more time."
Yeah. You're like.
Yeah. I don't want to end.
Oh,
why?
No.
So she was cool, dude. She let me go in 3 days later. She gave me another 3 days.
Oh, okay.
So I got
okay. Wait.
Yeah. Is that one? Yeah!
3 days. 3 more days.
Dude, yeah. So I got more heroin. I did some speedballs and
right.
I got methadone pills because I'm gonna
Sick.
kick that way. That methadone pills didn't do shit for me, by the way. It was not enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did all that. I did all of it the day before.
Yeah.
Like, okay, ready to go to Crash. And then
and you just go in there just fucking shot out.
Oh, dude, shot the fuck out.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
It's
the only way to show up to rehab, I think, in my opinion.
So, yeah, dude, that was how I got into Crash. And that is where I met the man right here, the host.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
And that was the first time I got clean.
Was released into Crash.
For prison?
From county.
From county?
Yeah, I did a violation in county. And they called them 10-day flashes at the time. I was on a 10-day flash. I got released from the 10-day flash. And they're like, because it was drugs, they sent me straight to Crash.
No shit.
And I showed up there and the rest is history.
So
Crash is a fucking
dude. Hardcore.
A very respectable program.
It is. Absolutely.
I think that Crash is a really good thing for the right person who's ready for it.
Absolutely.
That's what I think about. Like, this is from the lens of perspective now.
Yes, absolutely.
But at the time, I'm like, fuck this place. This place is crazy as fuck. Homie.
Yeah, dude.
Like we're talking 16 plus hours a day of classes.
Yeah.
Where like dude, I've taken this class. I took this class last week. They're like, we don't give a fuck. And that.
Don't sleep in their class.
And you can't fall asleep in class, and like you're tired, bro, because they literally give you 8 hours to sleep.
Yeah, and like a little cup of coffee.
Yeah, and it's crazy, and then they give you like these tools, and like you're like in trouble constantly, and then they like set you up to get like kind of quote unquote rat on by your homies.
Right,
so like you're like afraid to foster relationships with like these people.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
So it's like yeah, Crash is definitely a different style of get down, like in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I look at Crash now from the lens of perspective, seeing like if if you were in the right place mentally and you were just desperate enough and you were just ready enough, you could thrive there. You could.
Right.
You could. And I could see how people definitely did.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, we know a few.
Yeah.
We know a few.
And I know people now, like, post that are like crash graduates and shit like that. Like, I personally didn't graduate, and I was there for a long time.
Yeah, dude, I remember.
But like, I definitely think that you could there's a lot to be gained there. It's not like it's, you know, you got to be ready.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
Absolutely, dude.
So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No,
like,
no.
Like, we're not affiliated with Crash in any way,
I appreciate it. Actually, I really do.
Yeah. I got nothing but good things to say about anyone that's trying to get sober, or that any program that's trying to get people sober.
Yeah.
Nothing but good things to say. Yeah. There's a lot of different paths to do it.
Yes.
One of my favorite people in the world. I won't mention his name or anything, but one of my favorite people in the world. His little quote that he likes to spit at people is, "There's a lot of different roads to Mecca." Right. And so, like, I who am I to say that one thing's going to work for somebody and another thing isn't, right? Like, just because I take the 12 steps doesn't mean someone else can take an elevator.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different ways to do it, and I think that everyone deserves a chance to do it. And I love places that give people different types of opportunities to find themselves in recovery. And recovery can look a lot of different ways. It doesn't have to look like mine.
Absolutely, dude. And it's a very important tradition that gets very overlooked by people, is it's attraction, not promotion.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, right. I you know, it's our, like, and I tell this to my sponsees too. It's like, it's our responsibility to make this shit look good and not talk about it.
Right.
Like, this is what I was like, hey, this is how we do it. It's you can teach somebody all kinds of shit in the book, which is great. The book's great. Yeah. It's fantastic. There's all kinds of good shit to learn in there. But what's crazy is every time I read the book, it's a different book because I'm a different guy.
Absolutely.
Right. So it's important for me to teach people how to live the book, because that's the real meat and potatoes, right? Yeah. Like, I need to show people how we do this. This is how we do. Yeah. Not what we say, because it's easy to say stuff, but this is how we do. And showing people how we do is way more important to me.
Absolutely.
Because people, they won't remember what you said to them, but they will remember how you made them feel.
Right.
You know, and that's what's important.
Yeah, dude. And you know, and that was, and I appreciated Crash for, like, kind of introducing well, you know, helping me get clean, because I was not going to get away getting loaded there. No fucking way, bro. No. No fucking way.
Dude, it was crazy there. Yeah. It was like, you couldn't get loaded there. It was not possible.
I mean, not successfully. Not getting away with it.
No, because they drug tested you enough.
Yeah.
To where, like, you couldn't, and you didn't have any fucking time or access to any way to do it.
Absolutely not, dude.
Like, yeah, you'd have to have had a secret phone there.
Yeah, secret phone.
And you'd have to, like, and dude, that place was like
it was tight, bro.
That place was. You were locked the fuck down.
Yeah, dude.
Unless you had a secret phone and you had somebody stash it on one of your little walks when you went to the park or some shit.
The bushes.
There was no,
yeah, dude,
absolutely, and somebody's gonna find that shit. There, right? There was no fucking way you could have gotten, like, and when I was there, at least. I don't know how it is now.
Right. No,
I totally 100% agree with you. There's no fucking way,
dude.
Unless you had it all the way deep up your ass, you know, like you
just fish it out, dude. Like, oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, there was no way you were getting in there with anything.
Imagine that be on vibrate.
Yeah.
Anyways, you know, I think the most I honestly did was, like, get a fucking soda, bro, and
and then you got in trouble for it.
You get in trouble for it.
I got in trouble for all kinds of shit there.
Yeah, because it's all behavior.
I stayed in trouble
behavior.
There. Yeah, and I was bad. I was not. I'm still not really the best.
Yeah, dude, yeah, and so yeah, dude, I appreciated you know, being clean for the first time, and I got introduced to AA and NA, and they did CA too a little bit in there, you know, like sober and stuff, and that was the first time I got a date. You know, I didn't even want a date, and some guy from CA actually was like, "No, you need a date, or you're just gonna get another one." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess it's right here on my badge, so I guess that's the date."
Yeah.
And anyways, I got out of there. You know, I got out of there. You know, wanting to be clean for, you know, at least, like, not wholeheartedly, but at least, like, having a desire. I had a desire, and I wanted to. I wanted to do good for the first time in my life, but I had reservations, dude, and that shit got me, bro. And I didn't. I left Crash, and I walked from my mom's house in Chilla down there to the jungle up in National City. It's a 5 mile mission, dude. Lots of
You walked 5 miles to get loaded on a whim.
On a whim. I didn't know who was going to be there.
You just knew the dope was going to be there.
I knew the dope was going to be
Did you
there.
have money?
I had $12. Enough for one shot. One good
Homie.
shot. That's all I needed. That's all I needed, dude.
Yeah, that's my man right there.
That
is my man right there. That is how it is done, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You walked 5 miles with $12, and I'm fucking getting high.
Yeah.
Wait, here we go.
Go ahead. Which one do you want? Yeah. Is that one or is it applause?
Yeah, both. Yeah, for real, dude. That's
yeah.
and then the normies are like
Oh, cricket?
yeah, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
What's wrong with you, dude? And the sad part is, dude, is that I really, really, really convinced I was gonna do one shot.
Yeah,
that was the one shot. It was just
you're gonna do it one time.
It was gonna scratch this fucking itch, dude. And then I'm gonna get it out of my system, and I'm gonna go right back to trying to do good. Mm-hmm. And it fucking didn't happen, bro.
Really?
It did not fucking happen. No, I knew it too.
Like, you started a run.
I started a run, bro.
Oh,
so I went to the jungle. I found my buddy Ernie. Ernie and me went to his little tree house, and it was like, because at the time he had a really sophisticated establishment, and so we went to his tree house. I did the issue. So it was actually a pretty good shot. So he gave me a pretty decent amount. So I had one for there, and then one to go back home to. But when I was walking back home, another 5 miles, I was like, yeah, I'm doing this again. I'm not gonna I'm gonna do this until it's fucking
until the wheels fall
until
off.
the wheels fall out, dude.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, dude. I already knew it, and I eventually, started. I got my EBT, started selling that shit.
Of course,
all the little hustles.
And you sell
dude.
the EBT like 2 for 1. Too.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Or like
I'm at the grocery store.
Even less.
Hey, you want me to buy your groceries for you?
Yeah.
And then, I'll
buy all your groceries right here. All this, $20.
Yeah. And a ride.
Yeah. Yeah, here, just drop me off here at this really, really shitty area.
Yeah, dude. And so, yeah, dude, and I was already like, yeah, man, I was bumming it too. I would panhandle. I would just steal little stuff like boosting and shit. It was like, yeah, I was fucking, I didn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to look cool. I'm here for the shot, dude. I'm here to get results.
Yeah.
And, and it was wild too, dude. I ran into a guy I crashed with. I'll ask you later if you remember him, but he fucking OD'd on me, dude. And it was crazy. Like, cause this was March of 2013. This was right before, it all became an end. But I was just walking out on Food for Less in National City. And I was like, I saw him, hey, what's up, dude? And I was like, telling him like, he was asking me, hey, are you fucking around? I'm like, oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then, I told him like, well, here, I had a cotton shot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cotton.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be nothing. And I told him like, hey, well, are you sick? Here, you can have my cotton shot. It was good. It was a good cotton, but it wasn't like something that would even got me loaded. So I gave it to him, and he fucking OD'd on it, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. So he probably wasn't fucking around.
No,
he probably wasn't.
I
Fucking
was his
around.
relapse.
Yeah,
but he was lying to me, and he told me he was.
That's crazy, man.
And then so I got so pissed at him. I was hitting him. I was like, no, hey, don't. And then I called 911, and I was able to like shake him enough and throw water in his face to make him breathe. That breath, when people are ODing is so scary and gross. It's like kind of sound. And then so I was able to do that up until the ambulance. Once I saw the ambulance come in and pull in, I was like, okay. I backed off and I hid in a bush and I saw that they put him in a gurney, and they kind of were able to revive him, or whatever the fuck. I guess it was Narcan.
Yeah,
I didn't know what the
yeah.
fuck Narcan was then.
Well, it wasn't even really like Narcan like it is now.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was something that
Yeah.
similar to that.
Yeah.
So-
Probably some type of like naloxone, like muscle.
Right.
You know.
And so they got him, and then I was like, okay, cool. And I ran away.
Yeah,
I didn't want the cops to
bushes,
come.
like making sure he was alive.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
peeking
yeah.
over the fence.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Like,
and
all right, I'm fucking out of here,
Yeah.
dude. I am not waiting for the cops to get here. It is not my fault that this guy died.
Yeah. So he made it, and I saw him at an NA convention maybe like 2 years ago.
Shut up.
Hopefully, yeah, still alive. So that made me feel better.
That was enough.
That was some
enough. He
closure.
didn't die right there,
He didn't die right there.
which is cool.
And anyways, yeah. And when I went March 5th, I got a new Connect. I appreciated his service. The man was a Mexican national, a paisa, so he was gonna be like, he was gonna be my guy, you know. Like,
Yeah. You are who your Mexican is.
Yes, yeah. You know, well, you know, because they don't really do it. They're here for the business part of it, you know,
Yeah.
not for the you know, supporting a habit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, cool. You know, this guy's gonna be fast and it's good shit. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Big win. I picked up his shit, and then I walked to McDonald's right on Broadway right here in Chula Vista. This is where my mom's house, and I was gonna cook up a big old shot and fucking have another one for the morning after and carry on with my day. Well, I got fucking intervened by the Chula Vista police. Again.
Right there at the McDonald's?
Right there at the McDonald's, right in the parking lot.
Man.
Big old fucking scene, dude. And I was like, oh man, like, and this guy was like such an asshole, dude. He was a fucking
You're like, can I fix first? Or
guy. Can I just do this? And then, yeah, the guy was a dick. He was like accusing me of being a dealer, all this shit. And what made him really upset is that he couldn't find my shit. And
Really?
yeah, he couldn't find my shit. He only got the needle, but that was enough to take me in. But he wanted my sack. Well, I fucking okay, this is funny. So he was like looking in the bushes, bro, for the sack, because he was convinced that I just threw it away. So while he was looking in the bushes, he put me in the fucking cop car, and I was already handcuffed and shit, dude. And I just fucking, so when he was he didn't feel my dope in my it was in my jacket pocket right here. So as soon as he fucking went looking for the dope, I was like, and I fucking got that shit out of my pocket, and I fucking shoved it in my ass.
Yeah.
And fucking I was like, ha ha ha, I won the war, you know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're the hero of this
I'm
story.
the hero of the story here.
Yeah.
And so anyways, he took me in for that shot, for that needle, dude. Gave me another fucking felony, and it just caused this whole I went to jail. I did my dope, and before you know, they stripped me butt naked and look at my asshole. And fucking that was the last time, dude. I got fucked up.
So the last time you got loaded was off butthole dope in a holding cell.
Yes, absolutely.
Hell
absolutely, this is a dude.
Good man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good man.
The only regret is that I couldn't shoot it up. But
He snorted butthole dope out of his own butt.
yeah. It was a lot.
I've
dude.
done plenty of butthole dope myself.
Yeah.
I've done my own butthole
Yeah.
dope many times.
It was the only time I completely blacked out in jail, by the way. I
You're
don't
fucking high as a fucking
high as
kite.
fuck, dude. I mean, I think I was still feeling it by the time I got my bed, which is a long process, by the way.
Yeah, it can be. It can be,
Oh.
especially like on a holiday too. You're like,
Yeah.
holy fuck! I went in one time on I think it was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
and
no.
I was literally being booked for like, I think it was like 38 hours.
Oh god, bro.
Like that's a long.
That's a long
fucking
time being a fucking
time.
holding cell, dude.
Yeah, in the stinkiest, nastiest,
Oh,
like,
gross,
homeless
dude.
bum pee,
Oh, yeah.
fucking.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, yeah,
Like toilet paper on the floor.
yeah.
Dude. Yeah, so that was my last one, dude. My last little
Dolphin meat sandwiches. And shit.
dolphin sandwiches.
They're so gross.
Oh, dude, I couldn't even eat
The
this.
green shit.
I couldn't
You know what I'm
eat-
talking about?
Yeah, dude.
The bologna with the little fucking peppercorns. I could do that.
Yeah.
And I could do like the other bologna, but
Yeah.
like the random fucking
Yeah,
like
the random
green meat, dude. I was like,
Mystery
nah,
meat.
you're fucked up. Dude, you got me fucked up with that shit.
I
I can
couldn't-
eat the cookies, I can drink the milk, and I can do those two types of sandwiches. Everything else, I guess I'm having a bread mayonnaise sandwich. you
Yeah,
know?
dude.
like a bread, mayonnaise,
I did plenty of those.
shitty fucking single serving piece of cheese sandwich.
You find the tweaker that's down to eat that nasty shit. Here you go, dude.
Homie, dude, like
You're the hero.
I never got that hungry. And I was fucking hungry up in there, dude. I was hungry in there, but like there was something about that mystery, like ham or whatever the fuck it was, that I just can never get down with it.
And let's see. Oh yeah, I'll go back to jail. Consequences. This is consequence time. And then they were pissed, bro. The courts were done with me, dude.
Yeah.
I had fucked off program. Well, I didn't fuck off programs, but I continued to use after completing the programs. And so it was kind of, this is where it's kind of like it's a whole fucking thing, really. But I didn't want to do rehab again, dude, and I didn't want to be on probation either. I was like, fuck this, dude. Like I want to.
You're like, is death an option?
Yeah. I'd rather die than do probation.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, it was really dramatic, and I was so like angry and bitter, and I was tired of fucking losing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing this game and I'm not fucking winning, dude. And I decided to just to go to trial. I was like, fuck it. Fuck, if you're gonna fuck me, then you're gonna pay. This county's gonna fucking pay for it. And it's an expensive process. Mm-hmm. But I you got me on a fucking a little bit of dope and some fucking needles. You know what I mean? This is bullshit. I know motherfuckers stabbing people that get like offered less time.
Yeah.
So I decided to go to trial, and it was a big deal. It was about to pick jury, and I walked back into Bailey. They dropped me off from court, and my rep was just asking me, "What's the update? What's going on with you?" And then I told him, like, "Yeah, they're gonna fuck me, but I'm going to trial. I'm gonna see if they got the balls to fuck me. You know what I mean?"
Yeah,
and
they
then
do.
And they do. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll fuck anybody they think they can fuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I gave them a lot of reason to. So my rep was like, "No, you are not gonna do that. Like they're gonna." It was like, "Oh yeah, the number they're throwing at me was 4 years. It could have been more too.
That's crazy.
4 years, dude.
Yeah.
And then it could have been more. And my rep's like, "No, they're gonna give you all those 4 years, dude. You need to fucking go to rehab." And I'm like, "No." And then it just was like, okay, fuck it. Like, they're going to give me the 4 years if I fuck up again anyway. So might as well.
And then the part they don't tell you is that you still have to go to rehab when you get out.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
That was
you think it's going to be 4 years, one and done, and then you get out and you're like a free man.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
So
you're not out of it.
You're
not
still
out
fucked,
of it.
so you might as well just get it out of the way now.
Exactly. And so, I signed a deal. County year. Residential, apparently outpatient. I didn't know that part until way later.
Uh-huh.
But 3 years probation additional from I was almost done with probation. That was the sad part.
Uh-huh.
And then I had to pay like $20,000 in court fees.
Okay.
A lot of shit for a little bit of shit, a little bit of dope. But yeah, dude. After that, I talked to George Martinez. Dude. I talked to George.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace. He was a fucking good dude.
That guy did a lot of good.
He did. And he was cool as fuck because, I met him and he was like, "Man, I heard you were a problem." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You're attorneys." I had like 3 of them because I was going to trial and they're all trying to convince me to sign. And I kept telling them, "Fuck no." They tried to get me to do drug court and all sorts of shit. And I was like, "No, hell no. I'm not doing any of that shit."
Yeah.
So George was like, "Oh, my attorney said to watch out for you and you're a problem." And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm cool." I told him like, I agreed to sign. I'm committed. He's like, "All right." And then he asked me like, "I just have one question for you. Are you a dope fiend?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, then we're gonna get along." And he gave me a fist bump.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Cool." And then
I like this guy.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah.
He was he talked to me like a regular guy and. He told me a little bit about himself, and I was like, "Oh, right on, dude!" Like, he was an old school dope fiend, and he got clean for years. Going to this place called the Freedom Ranch, but I didn't even know that I was going to go there at all. Like, he just had the plug because he had such strong connections with them. Because he'll take you everywhere. He'll take you to any rehab.
Whatever rehab goes.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. And
he's the one who got me into the ranch too.
Yeah, that's right. And so they shipped me to Bailey to Facility 8 for like maybe like a couple weeks. And that was kind of a sketchy situation because we weren't allowed to be there apparently. And then they said it was cool, you know, the politics part of it. And then, so anyway, I was there and I was like kicked back. I was like, oh, I could just do my time here. We got TV all day and shit. Like, this is easy as fuck.
Yeah.
And, anyways, they fucking, oh, this is hilarious. My cellie was the guy that got us all introduced to dope. Tyrone, he was my cellie in there.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Hilarious, dude. Full circle.
Yeah.
And we were kicking it, having fun. And I was like, maybe I'll just do my time. Fuck going to rehab. And then he's like, no. He actually kind of told me, no, like, give it a shot. And we saw in my paperwork that I qualified to get out early too. So I could just finish my time in rehab instead of just doing the county year.
Yeah.
So I did that. I hit up George. I'm like, hey, yeah, I guess right now we can go today. And he's like, all right, I got you a bed at the Freedom Ranch. I'm like, okay, cool. Just like that. And I went there, dude. And
did he pick you up?
Yeah, he picked me up personally. Yeah. Me and Jeff. Shout out, Jeff.
He picked me up too.
Yeah, he picked me up straight from Bailey, dude. I was wearing the clothes I was arrested with.
Yeah.
And then, I went to wore my Led Zeppelin shirt.
Hell yeah.
And, I went in there, dude. And George picked me up. And I didn't know where Campo was. I never knew that city existed, dude. And then, it
still doesn't.
We're just driving down the A.
You even call it a city.
Yeah, dude. It's very like,
it's like a couple of like houses,
you know, spread out.
Yeah.
And there's 2 gas stations and 2 restaurants and fucking and a train museum.
I love the train museum,
dude. Hell yeah,
the best.
And so I went in there, dude, and we're driving down Buckman Springs Road. I'm like, where the fuck are we going, dude? Like,
yeah, no one's gonna come rescue you or bring you dope. I promise you that.
No, 8 miles from the freeway, dude.
From the freeway.
And not including.
Dude, motherfucker is, God, it's like an hour. For me, it's like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
to drive.
Valid. It's a valid drive.
It's a long
no traffic
drive.
too.
What is it for you from here?
From here, if you go up Campo Road, it'd be like an hour, and if you go up
the 8,
it could vary because of the 125. So, because there's traffic now in the 125.
You never know.
That you don't know. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude. So yeah, I was out of my element, bro. I grew up here all my life in Chula Vista. I do not know about farm life. I do not know about small
mountains
and mountains and the weather.
What season did you go there in?
May.
Oh, so it was warm.
It was warm, and then I experienced summer. Mm-hmm. Then I experienced.
Oh, you stayed for you were volunteer staff.
No, it was not.
No,
I stayed longer though because you could just stay there.
Yeah.
At the time, they were like, "Yeah, you want to stay? You can stay."
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. When I was at the ranch, so check this out, dude. They dropped me off, and literally one of the first people I saw was one of my old heroin connects, dude. This is an OG from Sherman, and he passed away actually, but it was cool as fuck because it was like, oh, what? Like, hey, dude, like, what are you doing here? You know, because he'd never talked about being clean or he was an old school heroin addict, in and out of prison all his life. So it was kind of cool to see a familiar face, and, and he's also lived here in the South Bay area too. So anyways, like, I was like, oh yeah, cool. And then he's like, ask me, you're gonna stay clean? You should stay clean. And I'm like, I don't know.
Bro, I just got here.
Yeah. And then he kind of was like, trying to be a positive influence versus like, out on the streets, he wasn't the worst guy. Like, he was trying to tell me to not use and shit too. But he wanted to be more of a positive influence for sure. When he was at the ranch, he was a PC.
Peer counselor.
Peer counsel and all that shit. So anyways, I went in there and just kind of adapting to the social mod, which was kind of hard for me because I'm antisocial as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Very. So
I don't know if I'd call you antisocial as much as you're like socially awkward.
Like
you're like I would rather just come do my own thing.
Yeah. That's me. 100%.
I don't know about antisocial. Antisocial is like a strong
isolator.
Yeah. I feel like you isolate, but like only because you're just like not in the mood for it.
Yeah.
You don't like hate motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That's valid.
That's a lot of that's just a lot of effort.
That's a lot of effort.
It's a lot of effort, and I gotta like get into a whole fucking thing to do that. You know, where it's like whereas like real true antisocial people are like fuck people all the way.
Fuck all people.
Yeah, like pure agoraphobia, where they're like I don't even like being around people and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
That's
so
true.
I don't know if I would consider you antisocial. I feel like you're a pretty social guy.
Okay.
I think also a contributing factor for you is like also you pick and choose who to socialize with. You know what I mean? Like I'm the same way, man. Like sometimes you're like,
Yeah.
nah.
My time is very precious to me.
Yeah.
So
I only have 24 hours of it a day.
Exactly, dude. I can't invest my time into bullshit.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I've done plenty of that in my life, using, you know.
Absolutely.
And yeah, dude. So I didn't want to get clean at first. At least in the conventional sense of I'm not going to stop everything and all that. I wanted to do the harm reduction route, which I didn't know was called harm reduction. I just called it, I'm going to keep smoking and drinking.
I'm probably going to smoke weed and drink.
I'm 22, dude. And I'm like, I got a whole life ahead of me and all this shit. And that was bullshit, dude. I wanted to, I didn't want to be into the heroin again because I knew the consequences were real. You know, I saw that, you know.
Yeah.
I experienced more jail. I got a term that's really like, they're ready for it.
Yeah. Joint suspension type shit.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And then, a couple friends had already passed away from heroin overdoses. So it wasn't so much the Superman thing going on anymore like it was when I started. And so, yeah, dude. So I definitely didn't want to get back into the junkie lifestyle anymore. But yeah, I still didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. I was just a clueless idiot, dude. And what really motivated me, and I don't know if I said it on this podcast or not, but I met up with I went on a pass, dude, and I met up with one of my friends just because I was lonely. I had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anybody else. I just knew like my friends I grew up with and my drug using friends. So I met up with one of my friends and he had some heroin, dude. He had like a golf ball size amount, pretty decent amount.
Especially, well, you would have died.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, he's a good guy. You know, he didn't mean harm by it. He got so used to Cargaloo, always getting high.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I told him, no, I'm clean. I'm not gonna use, dude. I don't want to. He's okay, cool. You know, he made it like no big deal, but in my head, I'm all over the place, dude. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude. Like I just put myself in this fucking high risk situation like a fucking idiot. You know, I could have just had the fuckets and went back to jail, you know, or died that day.
Yeah.
And so when I came back from pass, you know, I didn't pick up, you know, but I got scared, dude. And I was like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to Chile. I don't want to go back to my old friends. Like I was like, I need to stay here.
You understood the risk of going back home. Yeah, that's fair.
Real shit, dude.
Uh-huh.
So that was what motivated me. And then I was like, well, fuck it. And then you see the people sharing. They had a lot of alumni that was very strong presence.
Come and speak.
Yeah, speaking, cakes and shit. And
yeah.
It was cool, you know. Seeing that shit really does motivate people.
Yeah.
And so I kind of absorbed that too. And then I was like, well, fuck it, dude. Let me just try this damn thing. Mm-hmm. You know, I went to classes, you know, with John D. You know, he was teaching, and
dude, that's
the man.
That's literally
the man.
John D's reading out of the big book is like what made the big book make sense to me.
Absolutely. Right.
100%.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because it was like full circle because I just went and spoke a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I went and spoke there a couple weeks ago, and it's nice to see that they're still just as retarded as they always were.
Of course they are.
Like they have it's great. But it's like I went there to go and speak, right? And I got the opportunity to like passionately read out of this book that was passionately read out to
Right,
me
right.
while I was there to some people, and like maybe potentially say something that makes a difference to one guy.
Right, okay.
You never fucking know.
You never know.
But like that experience for me was like full circle, and now I'm like all about it. I'm like, I want to go once a quarter.
Once a quarter,
Like,
that's great.
Because if you think about it, like once a quarter, then you're getting a
They're
whole
all-
new
they're a
house.
whole new house.
Whole new house. Whole new house. Whole new house. I go up there 4 times a year.
Yeah.
It's not like I miss my Wednesday night meeting, which is a shit show anyway.
Ah!
Right? and then I go to another shit show, and like maybe I get to be of service to them.
Right.
So like for me, like, oh no, I gotta spend 2 hours driving to go do this thing.
Right.
But
Yeah,
like the
that's-
reality is like I get to meditate on that drive there,
Yeah.
meditate on that drive back, maybe listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, on that drive.
Exercise.
You know what I mean? And then I get to like get in the zone, and I get to read out of the book, and I get to like give back to that program that gave so much to me. You know what I mean? And this is your episode, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
But you're right. John D's class, like it changed the big book for me.
Absolutely, it did for me too, dude. Like, and like sometimes he will like have a way out approach to it, but it'll get your attention.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like he'll literally, okay, there's like little stuff I'm trying to recollect, but like one of the things he'll just say, it's like just remember, once you do that shot of heroin, you are fucked.
It's like, well, and it is, and honestly, if you're at a place where you're about to do that shot of heroin, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know,
So just little stuff like that, dude. You're like, wow, okay, this makes sense to me.
Yep.
And you know, so I hated his classes at first because I didn't want to listen to the big book, but like I started really loving it, dude, and I started really capturing the message and what they was trying to translate to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I owe a lot to John. I really do. And the whole staff. You know,
I got a
they're all-
question for you.
What? What's up?
Did you do your fit step with the big biker dude?
The big, the badass biker.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
You didn't?
I did not. I did it with somebody else.
Yeah.
But
I was just curious.
wanted
A
to.
lot of people did.
Yeah, I
So
know.
it's like-
He's a legend.
Yeah, he is a legend. He is
I
a
wish
legend.
I did,
Yeah.
actually.
Dude, Big Book Rich was.
Yeah. Still around.
Is he really?
Still around. Not going there, but he's still around.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah,
He's-
I mean,
he's the shit.
that dude has heard
Thousands.
thousands of
Thousands.
footsteps, man.
Thousands.
That dude is a legend.
Oh, dude, truly.
A legend.
Truly.
I mean, I try to think like, who could do that? Who could go up there and do footsteps with people like that?
And all day, bro. That dude was there like from 2:00. No, even earlier. Like cute. He'd do his one class, like 1 hour class or something like that. Then he from 2:00 to the meeting, dude. He'd do fist steps.
Yeah.
He got them all booked up and shit, ready to go. Like,
Yeah,
come on, let's do it.
Yeah, we're cranking them out.
We're cranking
Get
them out.
over here.
That's a fucking gangster right there, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that man, he and I've taken his approach to doing a fit step with the active listening and all that, and I've just that's the only way to do them.
Right.
And as far as I'm concerned, like how he did the fit step with me is the only way to do a fit step.
Wow,
So it's like he really
that's awesome, dude.
yeah that honestly that program or well, like this podcast is in no way affiliated with the
No,
Freedom
no,
Ranch,
it's not. No,
but
not at all.
but that program, if you're ready, that's the place to go.
Absolutely, dude.
That's the place to
Absolutely.
go if you're ready.
Absolutely. And so I stayed there longer. I stayed there 8 months, dude.
8 months. So
8
you made
months.
it to winter?
I made it to
Did
January.
it snow while you were there?
No, I
it
wanted
gets
to.
cold as fuck
It don't,
there in the
okay.
wintertime, dude. Because I went in the winter.
Oh,
And that motherfucker, like it's hot in the daytime and then cold as fuck at night.
Yeah,
You're like,
bro.
homie, it's cold here.
30 or less, dude.
I want to say, I don't know. I think I was there more in the fall, but it was cold when I
Bro,
was there.
I left in January, dude.
Yeah.
The butt cans would be like ice, bro.
Yeah.
In the morning, I'd just be like,
Crazy.
like, oh,
And they still had rollies when you were there.
yeah,
too.
yeah,
They
yeah.
had
They
rollies
did that.
when I
They
was there,
encouraged the
too.
rollies. Well, they didn't encourage you, but hey, go ahead and smoke whatever you want.
Yeah. Just roll it up.
Roll it off,
You
man.
either get good at rolling or you don't.
Yeah, I had a cheat code. I had the little thing,
Oh, you use a thing?
I
Yeah,
use the
I
little
just rolled
thing.
it myself.
dude. My homie, well, Phil's uncle, he actually was so good at rolling, he could do it with one hand.
Mhm.
Like he'd done so much time in prison. He's, whoop.
Yeah, I know people that were like this.
Dude, it's like
Yeah.
wow.
I never had it like that.
No, me neither. No.
But I can make them and you can smoke them.
And Yeah, I did 8 months there, dude. And I actually wanted to be volunteer staff, but it wasn't in the cards, dude. It just was, they had already had a full staff. And I didn't have a license, so it would have been a pain in the ass for them.
Yeah, like what? You can't even drive vans and shit.
Exactly.
You know what
That's
I mean?
what they need.
Yeah.
They need a gopher.
Fair enough.
You know, and so yeah, dude. And I had lost my passes because I fucked up, showed up late, so I didn't get out for anything. I missed, pretty much all the holidays, and I kind of missed home. And even though I was scared and shit, so I thought the good option to getting out of the Freedom Ranch is to go to South Bay Pioneers, which is an old school.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm familiar.
Old school AA, a lot of people.
It's their like kind of transitional housing. Same thing as Pathfinders.
Exactly.
They had like that same kind of thing going on.
Same type of structure, dude. So I went there, and I have a lot of love for that place too, dude. That place helped me out a lot, dude, because it was rough coming back down here, dude. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, I got triggered a lot, and I knew so many people. Even though I was gone for a year, it's still, it wasn't that much time. And so South Bay Pioneers helped me to keep shit A to B type of life. And I needed that over my head. I needed to know if I fucking use, I'm going to be homeless kind of a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what a lot of people need. They need the structure that's like, it's this or death.
This or death. Absolutely. And Phil tried to get into Pioneers too, but yeah, he didn't make it. He was using. So they're just under those places like, hey, you call us when you're ready.
Yeah.
So
well, what's crazy, dude, is like, and then maybe what was that? Maybe a year later after that, Phil made it into the Freedom Ranch.
Yeah.
And I know that he made it into the Freedom Ranch because he was there at the same time I was there.
Yeah.
So and that's where I met Phil.
Yeah.
And then like we found out that you knew him.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh shit, dude, I know that guy. I went to rehab with that guy. You know what I mean? So it's like kind of cool.
Don't you love that? Like how like
we're all connected.
We're all connected like that,
dude.
It's funny. And so Phil he was fucking up, and
recoveryception.
Yes.
Right.
Right, dude.
Spin the top and it never stops spinning,
Fuck, dude. Man, and still you will see guys like, oh shit, like, at least at the Freedom Ranch, when I would speak there, I would see at least one person that I either went to treatment with or
shit. Last time I was there was somebody that I
know.
Dude, that guy was there the last time. Well, he had just left right before that, but he was there the last time I got arrested.
That's hilarious.
Crazy.
That's
crazy.
So
like he knew some of the stories that I would tell and shit like that.
That's hilarious.
So it's like I've known that guy forever, dude. And, good luck for him, man.
Yeah.
He's one of us. He's
Absolutely.
One of us.
Oh, I know.
And he's, I hope he makes it. I hope he fucking gets it.
Absolutely, dude.
It's a fucking scary world.
Absolutely, dude. And so I went Pioneers. I left there after 2 months because I got my first over the table job working at a restaurant, and it was like not aligning to the schedule that they had. So I made the decision. Okay, I'm just gonna say this story because it was kind of embarrassing. But instead of just being honest and upfront with the staff there, who are cool as fuck, I have a lot of love for them.
With South Bay Pioneers?
Yeah, South Bay Pioneers. They're cool as fuck, dude. It's only just 3 old white dudes. One of them is my sponsor now. And anyways, I instead of just being honest, be like, hey, look, you know what? I can't get a job that lines up to the schedule here. I'm gonna move out, and all that. I just kind of didn't say anything, and I just packed up my shit and fucking left.
Oh
yeah,
you went coward, full coward,
full coward, bro,
Hell
full
yeah.
coward. And I moved in with my buddies who was at the Pioneers too, but he was a rancher. We met at the Freedom Ranch, and then he told me, oh, well, you want a room? My wife's renting a room. You can go stay there. And it was right around this area. I'm like, okay, cool. Do it. But yeah, so I left cowardly, and I went there, and I made an amends. That was the first thing I did. After the guilt was hitting me, bro.
They probably would have worked with you.
They would have too. That's the thing, is they were trying too, but because they knew I was struggling getting a job.
Yeah.
That because I only had under the table experience, and the economy was shit too, dude. And so they would have worked with me, but I got in my head, dude. I let fear fucking fuck with me, dude, and I had to go through that whole process, and I made an amends to them, and I'm like, yeah, I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And Jack was so cool, and I even paid off my rent that was owed and shit, dude. And he was so cool and supportive. He's like, man, I've been doing this for a long time, and it's so rare I see somebody do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool, man. I told him I appreciate you guys. I didn't forget.
Yeah.
And anyways, so yeah, dude. And kind of this is around the time too where I start running my own show.
Yeah, of course.
I did this 12 steps and I graduated. And
yeah, you're like, where are you at? Like a little over a year at this point?
yeah, a little over a year.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
doing good. I was doing good.
Dude, that first year is dangerous because like after about 6 months, you're like, okay, I can do this. It's like a schedule.
Right.
And then after a year, you're like, okay, now what?
Now what?
Yeah. So I get
I've
that.
reached the peak here, kind of a feeling.
No idea. Bro.
Yeah.
No idea.
And then, damn, dude. And then, but I would stay connected. I go to meetings to socialize, and and I would go to see my friends speak. We do tokens, all that. I took only one token for my first 6 years of sobriety. One token. That was at the Freedom Ranch. That was my thing. And I didn't know people took multiple tokens. That's a thing I discovered later on in life, and then I became part of that whole thing too. But
yeah.
Anyways,
I always took 3.
3? Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Take 3.
I always just assumed you just took one. I never asked either though.
Well, actually, it might even be more than 3.
Really?
What my sponsor says you should take one at every meeting you attend regularly because those people that see you there, like somebody could be there that needs to see somebody,
right?
And your story could have some type of sway on.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, one at every meeting you attend regularly, right? So like regularly means like at least once a month.
At least, yeah.
So if you go to that meeting once a month, you should be
like
taking
your
time.
presence there. People know that you
notice you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like then they should be able to see that like, oh yeah, see this guy takes time. He comes around.
Right.
You know what I mean? I agree with that. So that's kind of what I tell my guys. I say like a lot of sponsors are like one for you, one for God, one for the newcomer. Yeah. I'm all on board with that. That's fine. Yeah. But like for me, it's like every meeting you attend regularly. Yeah. For me, that just happens to be 3 meetings.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
there's the balance.
Yeah. I mean, it ebbs and flows, but like I have a Monday night.
Yeah.
I have a Wednesday night. I have a Friday night, and I have a Sunday night.
So
that's 4 right now.
Yeah.
And it ebbs and flows. Like every once in a while, I'll attend your Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'll attend somebody else's Tuesday.
Right. Just to mix it up.
Like I'm actually next Saturday, I'm going to lead an NA meeting.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
So it's like,
cool.
when your sponsee asks you to do something, you're
yeah, you say yes.
Yeah, okay.
You don't want to.
We actually had to reschedule it once because I was like, "Oh yeah, I can't make it because I'm literally going to the movies." And the reason for that was because that was the only time my girlfriend had available.
Hey,
right, and we don't get to see each other all that much because she works the night shift.
Oh,
so like our schedules don't really.
Yeah, dude, you got to.
Yeah. So anyway, you started running your own show.
Yeah, running my own show. Yeah. I was trying to avoid this. Actually. Yeah. Yeah, dude. So yeah, I did my own show. I felt like I was, doing surface level things at this point.
Yeah.
But I felt like that was what I had to do. Again, I didn't have a sponsor anymore. I thought ditch that fucking dude.
Yeah, resting on the laurels of your past accomplishments in recovery.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, I was definitely thinking I was clean off yesterday's shower.
100%.
Off last year's shower.
Yeah.
That was a stinky motherfucker, dude.
Yeah. It'll do that.
Then I would always try to help people too. I made myself available to a degree, but just maybe not as much as I should have. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was picking and choosing more of a thing. Like Phil, I that dude was like a brother to me, dude. And yeah, I seen him struggle a lot since I got clean. He got out of the HOM. He went to HOM, and then he ended up going to the Freedom Ranch. So in that in between time, he was like out in the streets and stuff, and I would just see him. I'm like, hey, dude, you're okay? You want some?
You'd be doing stuff in town, and you just see him.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, and that's rough,
dude.
When you see an old homie, and you're like, oh my God,
out.
you don't even recognize him sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like,
dude,
holy shit, dude.
I literally would have to like be like, oh shit, you know, like, like. Yeah.
And what's crazy is they see you and they like hide,
Yeah.
you know, because they don't want.
Yeah,
you don't want to be a burden.
He got comfortable with me after a while, but for sure he was like kind of ashamed, and then he didn't want me to know that he was using it. But then he gets comfortable with me, he's like, hey, you know, like he acts like himself.
Yeah,
and yeah, dude. So I kept telling him, hey, you go to the ranch, dude. Like I told him, you want a real rehab? That's one right there, dude. Like that's a legit place. And he remembered, and he went there. He took his own little self-will. He wanted to, you know, go to Long Beach, you know, which was like not a bad idea per se, but he wanted to just kind of do it his way still.
Yeah.
He wanted the Burger King, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
wanted his way. So
Burger King recovery.
Yeah. He did Burger King recovery in Long Beach. He did it in Las Vegas, and then he did it in Corvallis, Oregon.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was going on with him. And then with me, I was just kind of working, doing different jobs and stuff like that, just trying to like experience life for the first time sober.
Yeah.
Getting all these firsts and shit.
Yeah.
Like I fucking started trying to date and shit sober, which was fucking weird. It's such a like awkward thing, you know, like to try to go out. You know what I mean? Trying to go out with a chick that drinks and you're not.
Yeah.
And then I started picking like women who I should never have fucking spent a night with.
Naturally.
And then try to develop a relationship with them.
Yep.
So I've done that, you know, I've done, you know, check all the boxes on that bullshit. And then I fucking, I got off probation, which was a huge fucking deal, dude. Big accomplishment. I was on that shit for 6 fucking years, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Like, I was like, cool. Like, and so, but after that, like, cause, you know, there was a lot of time, dude, where I didn't think I was going to stay clean, dude. You know, for sure. Like it was day by fucking day. And so when I got off probation and I was like, oh, like this is for reals. I'm doing this because I want to. I'm not being fucking told what to do anymore. Mm-hmm. This has become my life. And I got my family back in my life. And so all the good stuff was happening, dude. And on the surface, everything was great, dude. Like, yeah, I'm living life, you know, and enjoying life. I'm going to concerts and shit.
Not getting loaded.
It's cool. You know, and I could, you know, and I've fallen backwards, dude, for sure. Like I would say like I ignored 9 of the steps, no, 10 of the steps.
Yeah.
As I made it selective. That's what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. And so the only 2 steps I really felt were the first 2.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking drug addict and there's something bigger than me.
Yeah.
But everything else I was kind of very selective.
Yeah.
And so I lived my life like that for 8 years, I think.
Yeah.
8 or 9 years.
A chunk.
A good chunk, dude. And I was comfortable. I was very comfortable. You know, I'm just figuring out what life's all about type of shit. And God, what was I doing around 2020? Well, in 2020, dude, was kind of weird too, because that was when, you know, you started seeing, let me go back a little bit. So in 2018, dude, I lost my buddy, Justin, who we went to crash with.
Okay.
Justin Hynum, you know, rest in peace.
Oh, I remember Justin. You
know, he was my buddy I grew up with. And when he died, there was like a big wave of overdoses, dude. And that's when I was like, whoa, what the fuck? You know, like, it wasn't like, you know,
That's when I think like the heroin was being
laced with fentanyl.
Cut with fentanyl.
Yeah. That's me too, dude. Looking back at it.
Like people didn't really realize it was happening quite yet.
No, yeah. We didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ironically, it was from a chick I was talking to. You know, I shouldn't have been. It was kind of educating me about it.
Yeah.
Because she had OD'd.
I remember that because I found out through like the girl he was with.
Yeah.
And I ended up like having a whole conversation with her like many years later at that NA River Rapids camp out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went on one of those and
I
ended up having like a whole conversation with her about it. And I was like, yeah, dude, he was like one of the 3 people there that I talked to. Like everyone else at Crash I kind of talked to, but like he was one of those people that like him and I actually vibed because he liked black metal.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
he liked black metal and like his idea of black metal wasn't Cradle of Filth. It was like black metal.
No, he was a real deal.
Yeah, he liked real black metal, and that's
he had long hair. He had
I like black
Use
metal.
that,
too, so
dude,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
Justin was so
Yeah,
He
when
was so
someone's like,
cool.
"Oh, I like black metal. I listen to Cradle of Filth and Jimmy Borgir." I'm like, "Get the fuck away from me." Dude.
Yeah, you're
Like, don't get me wrong. I like those bands too.
Yeah, they're
I like
cool.
those bands too, but that's not black
That's
metal.
not the rule.
Yeah,
They're like in sync to me, dude.
yeah. The in sync. You know?
Anyways, yeah, dude. So when Dustin died, that was kind of when I was like, something's going on out in the world, and yeah, dude. And it's like, because Justin was somebody who I really, dude, wholeheartedly, bro, I believe that dude was gonna make it. Out of all my friends,
He definitely had periods where, for sure.
yeah, exactly. And I really, because I seen him as a fucking, as a loser.
Oh, yeah.
So he was really he really changed it around a lot. So, when he died, that fucked me up, dude. And then there was others to follow. And then, it's like, this epidemic was really starting to become highlighted, the opiate part, with heroin. And then now it's turning into fentanyl. And I started to hear that word around. And 2020, the lockdown started happening. Meetings shut down. Rehabs were didn't know what to fucking do. And yeah, it was a fucking really big.
And using picked up.
Oh, music definitely picked up. We're giving out money to motherfuckers. Laws were not being upheld. It was crazy, dude. I would have loved to have been a fucking junkie in 2020.
The Wild West.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, here's $1,200.
Yeah, $1,200. Here you
What the
go.
hell am I supposed to do with $1,200? All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
It all fits in my arm. And dude, so that was that. That was the whole thing for sure. It was catching my attention, and my mental health was starting to go to shit too, dude. Because now I'm not really, the thing I was really thriving on was socializing.
Yeah.
And that's gone.
Yeah.
It's very limited, at least.
Yeah. And that's the only thing you had holding your shit
Yeah,
together.
dude. And now that's gone, dude. And now the only person I talked to on a regular basis was Phil. He was the one who kept me going.
Seriously? Hang on.
Pause it. 1, 2, 3.
So here, welcome back. Sorry about that. Sponsee called.
Yeah.
Super important.
And we had to pee.
And then we had a pee break because it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, we didn't even notice. I had no idea. I was lost in my own.
And on top of that, I'm going to fucking put that on silent.
Oh, silent. Yeah.
Dude, I feel like responsibly that was crazy that I didn't do that. But you know what? I didn't have anybody tell me like they do in the beginning of a meeting, like, hey, fucking motherfucker, turn your phone off. So that's my defense, is that I literally don't think about stuff like that.
Me either, dude.
And I have to have my phone on loud at work because I get a lot of really important phone calls during the day.
Nice.
But yeah, absolutely. So it's COVID. It's the Wild Wild West. Everyone's getting fucking loaded out there.
Bro.
There's no fucking meetings. If there are any, they're like fucking hush hush,
Yes,
bonfire meetings and shit like that.
Yeah,
I remember those times, man.
Dude, let me give a shout out to this meeting because it was really rad. One of my friends, Natalie, she had introduced me to one of the hush hush meetings, and it was at a fucking skate park, dude. It was a Heroin Anonymous meeting in O-Side.
Okay.
It used to be it's in this church and shit, but they had to convert into this meeting in a skate park, bro. And they had to fucking, so we all going to, those little half pipe ramps and shit.
Yeah.
So we're all circled around, dude.
Sitting on the coping.
Yes.
Sick.
And we had candles lit in the fucking in the center of it, so it looked like we were a satanic cult.
Oh, that's good.
It was fucking awesome, dude. But dude. So so that was pretty much, and that was only once a week. So if anything, I would maybe go to a meeting once a month.
There was a few of them, man. I went to one in it's funny because I'm going to speak at this one in La Jolla tonight, right?
Yeah.
The zip code one or whatever.
Oh, zip code. Yeah.
So I'm going to speak at the zip code meeting tonight, and
fuck yeah.
And I remember during COVID, they had that outside on a lawn and shit. And everyone was far away from each other. But
right.
I remember going to that one then, and then I also remember going to it a couple other times, and it's yeah, dude, there was a lot of meetings that kind of died for a little bit, and then when they came back with people would measure how far away the chairs were from each other and shit.
Oh my god,
and
so ridiculous.
Well, I remember that shit,
Absolutely, dude.
For me, I was actually in my I call it my dry phase.
Oh yes.
So I wasn't really attending a lot of meetings at that time.
Really,
I should have been.
Sure.
But I just wasn't.
Yeah.
And But like people who are just trying to get clean, or like I'm sure a lot of people weren't able to stay clean through that,
Right.
or get clean through that. Like what do they call it? Clean on the screen for the Zoom meetings. Remember? Like that was a thing. Like I don't think I've ever still to this day attended a Zoom meeting.
No. Really?
I've never been.
They're not terrible. I actually started to like them a little bit more because I would log into one on my way to work.
Okay.
So that was
so you'd be listening to the meeting and you'd be driving to work.
Yes.
See, you know what? And if I had an hour commute to work,
yeah,
that's cool.
Right.
That's perfect. It's
Right,
like
right.
the same thing with podcasts. And
Right,
shit.
right,
It's
right,
basically
right.
just a podcast where you hang out with your homies.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
So
But
I
I
can
agree
get-
what you're saying though. Like
I
it
can
was
get
not my
behind that.
vibe.
Like that. Like if I had an hour long commute, I could get behind that. Like,
Right. But for sure, like
I remember when I was working in Solana Beach, right next to the Belly Up.
Yeah.
I would go to that Belly Up meeting in the morning, right before work, because it was right by.
there.
I was literally working 2 doors down from the
Oh,
Belly
no
Up.
shit.
I was doing that.
Yeah.
I was wiring that fucking that display thing for kitchen and bath, like European
really?
tile and bath and stuff like that.
oh
so,
shit.
so I remember that. Like, but that's cool that that they were doing those types of meetings.
Yeah,
at
no,
that
it's
time,
better
you know?
than nothing. You know.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
Better than nothing.
so
It
was the Wild West, though, man.
It was
And there
crazy,
like,
dude. It was a
the
very-
riots and shit.
Oh,
that happened
dude,
and
yeah.
stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
the protests, whatever you want to call them. Like,
dude,
they were a combination of the two.
It was pretty.
Yeah.
So the last time I saw Phil was 2021. Or no, was it maybe 2020? One of those years.
It had to have been 2021.
21 maybe, because they were doing the riots a little bit.
Mhm.
That was happening. He was in Long Beach at that time, visiting, because I remember he had already was trying to figure out his next destination, and he was visiting his family. So it was a really cool time, like that, like the whole like me hanging out with him, with his family, his dad's family and stuff, because he wasn't even really like living with them growing up. And but like I think 1 week before they had a fucking riot in Compton or something like that. So I was just like fucking bracing myself. I'm like, all right, is the shit gonna pop off when I'm just trying to have a nice family day, you know?
Yeah.
But it was wild, dude. And then it, you know, like the malls were empty and shit, and like it was just like, it just kind of felt like society wanted us just to be like little Matrix robots that just didn't, you know, socialize anymore. You know, it felt like that. Maybe that wasn't their intention, but it just was. Everyone was scared catching the coronavirus and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude. And then the last time I hung out with Phil was it was really cool. It was kind of a wild. There was one thing that popped in my head. I remember it was like he was drinking that day, and I was like, I'm cool, you know. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking shit on him for drinking, but his fucking family did. One of his aunties was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" She yelled at the top of his little lady too, and I was just like, "Oh shit!" I told Phil, "What did you do, dude?" And then he just like, he had the beer in his hand. He's like, "Oh, she did it because out of love," you know. He just had to laugh it off, and I'm like, "Okay, dude, like, all right, we'll just pretend that didn't happen."
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was the last time I saw him. And you know, I didn't think that was gonna be the last time I saw him. I did a little selfie with him and shit, like right before I left. And I was like, okay, because we only had like 5 pictures of us together. Like,
Crazy to think about, huh?
crazy to think about. We were just, you know, we embraced the moment, you know.
Yeah.
And fuck, dude, especially with all the fucking photos I get from fucking shoots and shit I do. And
Well, now you know better.
yeah, now I know better. And yeah, dude, and like, let's see, December 2021, I got a fucking Facebook message that he had died. He was living in Corvallis, Oregon. That was it. I wasn't surprised because he's one of those guys. Yeah, he'll once he fucks up and he's not comfortable saying it, he will hide. I had lost touch with him for like 6 months. And he was homeless in the streets in Corvallis. He had already built himself up a really big, like, a good life already. You know, he had a little bit of a career going, and you know, he was drinking and smoking weed. But other than that, you know, he was doing relatively well. He was living the harm reduction life, which is like cool. Like I wasn't gonna shit on him for it, but yeah, dude. He picked up dope again. He was in Oregon, bro. It's fucking crazy over there, dude. And he had picked up and he was homeless, and then he died in a bathroom. That's just how he went, dude. And it's still debated like whether it was fetty laced heroin or he just ate fentanyl. It's hard to say, what it was that killed him. Because
and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, man. He's gone.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Is it's like, he could have OD'd. It could have been Xanax. It could have been any number of things. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter at the end of the day is he OD'd and he's gone now.
Yeah, exactly. Dude. Exactly.
And I'm sorry that happened to you, man.
Yeah,
I like, and you know my story too. So like I feel for you. I really do. Like, I know what it's like to lose like your closest friend.
Yeah.
To an overdose, and it's
painful.
There's nothing like it.
Nothing.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah. I mean, I lost my dad. And that was definitely the only thing I can compare it to.
Yeah. But you don't pick your dad.
Nah.
Your dad comes with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas like,
I got lucky.
When it's like you're literally your best friend, the person that you choose to do life with.
Right.
Right. Like, so that's your road dog.
Yeah.
And then now they're gone.
Yeah.
And like that's hard.
Yeah, dude.
It's really, really hard. I've had a very, very similar loss. And,
I know.
And and unless you've experienced it, you really have no idea.
Yeah,
you really have no idea. There's nothing like it, and there's also a lot of different ways to process that grief, and not all of them are healthy, and some of them are, and the reality is at the end of the day, man, like grief is hard. It's hard, and it's gonna get worse before it gets better, and some days you're fine, and other days you cry.
Yeah.
Right. And there's really like, you're like I recently, like maybe a week and a half ago, just fucking cried
for no reason.
I know the reason.
Oh, well, I mean,
I know the reason, but like, there was no rhyme or reason to it. I wasn't like, listen, sometimes it'll be like, I'll listen to a song.
Yeah. Right.
A song will do it. Or like sometimes I'll like, I'll be looking at pictures,
right,
and that'll do it. But like this one was just out of the blue, just bam, hit like a ton of bricks, and I just cried. And it's like, and unfortunately, if you're listening to this podcast, or like you're involved in recovery in any way, or you're involved in using drugs in any way, or you're trying to get off drugs, this is going to be part of your story,
right?
Like this is going to be 100% part of your story. You are definitely going to lose somebody close to you, and you might lose somebody close to you with years of sobriety.
Yeah.
Or you might lose somebody close to you that it's the name of the game, unfortunately, and we have to learn how to experience it, and luckily for us, like those of us in recovery, like we get to learn to experience it with like some type of grace and decorum, you know what I mean? And it happens, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
But I'm really sorry that happened to you, man. Like I know what it's like.
Yeah, dude, it's
rough.
It is, and yeah, my life hasn't been the same since that day,
and it never will.
And I accept that, and even then, it just that hit, yeah, and and then from that point on, so I'm in this part because we were so close that I actually helped the family organize his celebration of life and all that. That's a whole process, and then it kind of came out that he had a secret marriage. I knew about the secret marriage, but he didn't tell his family, and it's a legal thing, and it was just a whole show of itself. And so we got all that together, and right when I was in this process, I just felt like this denial that I was living in, that I'm running my own show, is gone, dude. Like it's all fucking gone. I feel nothing but pain in that instant. That's what really made me want to actually live the program instead of just fucking being this
loitering.
Surface. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was using it, and I knew about it
as a shield.
As a shield.
Yeah.
So that's gone now. So yeah, dude. So I started going back to meetings again.
Which is tough.
Yeah.
Oh, starting to go back to meetings again after you've been gone for so long.
Yeah,
is
like
tough.
not socializing.
And people are like, "Oh, you have how much time?"
Yeah, no.
They're like, "Oh, you're like," but the reality is you know it too. It's like you're basically a newcomer.
Pretty much.
When you're showing up to
much.
meetings like that and you haven't been to meetings in a long time, you might as well be a newcomer.
Right. Exactly.
You know, the only thing you have is a different date. You know what I mean? Like, but you have more in common with the newcomers than people with like 1 year, 2 years, even though you have like a whole bunch of years longer in time than them. That time means nothing.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, the first meeting I went to was the Monday one, and I liked going there because I didn't feel intimidated by anybody particularly.
Yeah. I still go to that Monday meeting.
I know.
I attend that Monday meeting every
Monday.
Pretty much every Monday. Not always. Sometimes I got something else going on.
It's
occasionally.
far from you. I know.
But like I typically attend that meeting every Monday, and my excuse for it, for me, is that as a heroin anonymous meeting, right?
Well,
I'm a heroin addict, right?
Yes.
So like my type of recovery, my type of experience is uniquely qualified to help a newcomer to opiate addiction.
Absolutely.
Right? So like
Absolutely.
So for me, like not going to a place where I can help newcomer opiate addicts recover is like kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So that's why I've chosen to make that my home group, because like as a heroin addict, like,
it makes sense.
It makes the most sense
It
for
does.
me, for that to be my home group. Like I got clean in AA, sure, but like for me, like you ever fucking been laying in bed just sweating their fucking balls off? You know what I mean? You can't fucking eat any food. And you know what I mean? Like, I have. I feel that's the only type of way that I
caters to
withdraw.
a specific person.
100%. And I am that type of person.
And you are. And I am
I'm
too.
that type of person, and I understand that type of person, and I'm uniquely qualified to hopefully help that type of person. So
Absolutely.
that's why that's my home group.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, and I was going there, and I was going to meetings all over, to be honest. You know, I'd go to East County, which I never experienced before. that's a fun little journey.
Fun.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. And you know, I would go to Oceanside. I'd go anywhere, dude. I just to
shop around,
and just kind of like just get out of my head too. You know, just driving and just like so I felt like I was just not at home, mind fucking myself with my grief, pain, and shit. And yeah, and then dude. So I found some meetings I really love. You know, Monday was one for sure, and then Tuesday, you know, that one. I'm currently of service of.
Yeah, that's a great meeting, man.
Yeah, so just like, you know, places like that, you know, really helped me out. And then what was it? I'm getting back into the flow of things, and my friend Rick Whedon, I'm just gonna throw his name out there. I don't think he gives a shit, but I miss seeing him today to do this podcast. But he's been sober a little longer than me, like a year and some change, and I just know that he was about it. I knew I've seen it, you know, with my own eyes in 2014, and I see it, you know, at this time, 2022 now. So I finally just kind of got some balls, and I just told him, like, hey, Rick, I haven't been working a program. I've been sober. I go to meetings and stuff, and I do, and I think I took a commitment even too. But I told him I'm not really working steps. I'm pretty much like, I feel like I'm new. I want to sponsor again. And Rick's like, yeah, I'll do it. And then he only asked a couple questions, nothing crazy. Yeah, not like, you know, he just said, but yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, cool. So Rick became my sponsor, and I got to do the round of steps again, which I really needed. There were some steps I was avoiding for sure.
Scooted.
Yeah, dude.
Sometimes people be scooting.
Yeah, dude. So I really needed that second round, bro. It really helped me out. And so I got back together with Rick, and then like around the same time, dude. Like, this is all like happening super quick. You know, we had the stickers for Fuck Fentanyl, designed by Spider-Man, and I was like, cool, man, this shit's sick. I love it. I love this design. It speaks to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a punk,
that's like the design.
Yeah, that's the design, dude. Yeah. And it's the one that's universal. That's
the global design.
It's the global design,
the
bro.
Global design. I mean, it is global too. It's international, bro.
Yeah, absolutely,
it's
dude.
International. I've worn that shit in Out of here. You know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah, dude. And so, yeah, dude. So we had the stickers thing. I was just giving those out. I didn't give a shit. Like, you know, I just like, I love the message, and I know like people, you know, resonated with it, and fuck, dude. And then, in 2022, I was organized. So the funny part was, dude, I wasn't thinking about doing a clothing brand. It was kind of like the back burner. I wanted to help organize Phil's celebration of life.
Mm-hmm.
And it just happened to be like kind of where somebody was getting in my ear about making a clothing brand. Make shirts, not even a brand, dude. Just make shirts with that fucking design on it. And so I talked to a few people, and I'm like, what do you think? Like, should I do it? I don't want to fucking, it's a hassle, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do a hassle. And I really wanted to focus on Phil's, we did a thing for his birthday, but then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So I was doing that, and then I printed out some t-shirts, you know, just like some fucking, you know, just a box of like 20 shirts,
Mm-hmm.
like fucking just whatever, you know, make them to tank tops and just whatever. And we did that, and you know, people loved it, dude. People loved it. You know, and I got blown the fuck up, bro, for like fucking months, bro. Like every day, like everybody was trying to get his Fuck Fentanyl shirt, and they called me the Fuck Fentanyl guy, and I didn't like that fucking name, but it's better than my old nickname, so
Yeah.
I was like, I'll stick with it. And yeah, dude, and then the brand just kind of took off, and it's great. You know, it's not expected. And
Yeah, and I've seen you at like events.
Yeah.
Show, dude, you guys hosted a show.
Yeah, I hosted a fucking show, dude.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
dude.
crazy.
It turned into something like it's like it feels like my kid, dude. I don't have a kid,
Yeah.
and this is kind of like my kid. You know, it has
Close enough.
Yeah, right. It has a life of its own, and it has a lot of meaning to a lot of people, and it got me to meet a lot of people who I truly love
Mm-hmm.
that I would not have met. You know, that's the like the little blessings of fuck fentanyl. You know, and you know, and it what really helped me out too is that it made me got me out of my shelves of the, because again, like you said, I'm socially awkward.
Yeah.
So
And there's nothing wrong with that.
there's nothing wrong with that. It's just how I am.
Yeah,
It's how
I think it's like my favorite part about you, honestly, but like that's just me. You know?
yeah. But yeah, dude, so I got to, you know, it opened doors, you know what I mean? Open doors. You got me to talk to people.
100%, dude.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
Everyone knows who you are now.
Yeah, I know, dude.
crazy.
It's crazy. I thrived off being low key, dude. That was my thing. Like, I don't want you to know me. I wanted to get away.
And now you've like personally sat here and like listened to people's whole stories. And, like interacted with them like on a personal, deep personal level, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what like that's what they call in therapy. They call that exposure therapy.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
There
Like,
you go.
oh, if this makes me uncomfortable, I'll do it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
dude,
Like,
yeah.
and it's super. It's you can just tell it's been super beneficial in your life for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I
For
love
sure.
it. I love it. You know, yeah. We got the podcast started. Oh man,
And how many episodes are you in now?
I don't know now,
Over
dude.
200.
Over 200. I
Over
think
200
maybe
episodes.
230 something, dude. Like,
yeah, that's
I
crazy.
don't even know. Yeah, I
That's
have to
crazy.
literally look at my computer. Oh, that was episode. You know, when I posted, that was
like
episode.
that's diabolical. Man.
Yeah, dude.
Over 200 episodes. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? There's professional podcasts that don't have over 200
I know,
episodes.
dude.
You know what I mean? So like
I know.
I mean like that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Like just you're like, oh, I think I'm gonna start a podcast. Like, do it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Do it.
I tell
Why
people,
not? Why not?
buy
You
the
know?
thing. That's literally like my homeboy Rafa was like, buy the thing and start it. And I'm like that? Like really?
Yeah, why not? And the cool thing is there's no shortage of guests.
No, you know that, bro.
Yeah. There's no shortage of guests. You know, you hear somebody speak that you're like, oh, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
You want to come on my show?
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's plenty of times where that has happened. Plenty.
100 times.
And it's funny too. I'll even get people like just put me on your podcast. Like, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you are, dude. Like, I'm not gonna invite you to my fucking house. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. It's crazy. Maybe if I had a studio. or some
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
I don't know you, bro. And that's fair. And I like your vetting process where it's like you kind of have to like have somebody you know
all right.
that's for them. You know
Right,
what
absolutely.
I mean? Like, and I'm about that because because it matters.
Yeah, it does.
It matters.
It does.
It matters because you don't want to be putting out no dog shit. You know.
Right.
We're
Absolutely.
We're a quality, upstanding fucking podcast.
Absolutely.
We don't have a studio doesn't mean we're not going to potentially be sponsored by Ghost here pretty soon.
Absolutely. One day. With the logo like on the background.
Yeah, it's so good.
Sick,
Yeah,
dude.
and we have like a ad break in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
are you feeling down?
Are you tired?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what you can do about that.
Right.
So good, so good, dude. I want you to be sponsored by Ghost.
I do.
feel like
I want it bad, bro.
All and if it's just a case of Ghost, like,
That's all I
like,
want.
like a case of Ghost, like every 2 weeks, like fucking hell yeah, run it.
I'd be happy, dude.
Yeah,
I'd be
he'd
happy.
be the happiest man in the world right now.
I would be.
He would wear Ghost shirts on the
I
show.
would go. I would absolutely.
Yeah. I'll put a Ghost shirt on right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll make a ghost shirt. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
I heard that they call it Ghost because it's sugar free.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I can't drink sugar energy drinks, dude. That shit fucks me up.
Yeah. It's a lot of sugar, dude.
It's funny. It's like all the drugs I put in my body, dude, and all the consequences I got. But then I'll be like, I can't drink sugar. That's just, you know.
It's bad for you.
It's bad for you.
Yeah, it's so good. I love that one. Well, now I am concerned about health. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I feel it, dude. Like I have definitely let my.
Well, now that we've been sober for over a decade, dude,
Yeah.
we're actually just old now.
Now we're old, right? We're old. People get fucking thrown off, dude. I'm 36 years old all the time, man.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
So when I go to take time, they're like, "Damn, you have that much time clean." I'm like, "Dude, bro, I'm old.
I'm
bro.
old, dude.
Bro.
We get to be old.
Yeah, my hair's not actually purple. I dye it. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't born that way.
Yeah,
Like,
I dye my hair, homie.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So good.
Yeah, dude. It's wild, dude. The gifts, dude. The gifts are amazing, dude. But it won't. The shit won't come to fruition, dude, if you don't put in the work. But you also have to you have to put in the work in yourself too, dude. And just for me, like,
it's almost like a daily reprieve contingent on the maintenance of our spiritual condition.
Absolutely, dude.
Almost. It's similar to that, but it's something different.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of things I owe to recovery, dude. And you know, I try to be grateful as much as I can, dude. It doesn't come naturally, dude, but it does not, dude.
That's what the gratitude lists are for.
That's what we got to. I'm working on it.
You're tough, man.
But yeah, dude, like, yeah, I mean, I was like, you know, I lived my youth, dude, not giving a fuck about if I lived or died, and I was for reals all about that fucking life of being a junkie, dude. And you know, there's plenty of times, yeah, I had close calls, you know, and I always I randomly bring up that, you know, I shot up until needles break off, and I fucking
for sure
shot up my arteries and shit, and I gave a fuck, you know, like, you know, pushing the pink blood in, like, that shit's fucking insane,
and it
dude.
hurts so bad.
Oh, dude. But yeah, I was never
You
gonna
ever
stop.
get cotton fever?
Yes,
Dude, cotton fever is gnarly, bro. I've had it 3 times.
dude.
Fucking
all that,
nightmare,
bro. I mean, the only thing that hasn't happened is I fucking died. I just, you know, like everything else, dude. Like it, you know. And I was about it, and you know, something in me, dude, was just like, fuck it. Like let's do something different, dude. And I've never looked back, dude. I've never missed dope, bro. Like, I'm being dead serious.
There was there to miss.
There ain't.
You know what
I
I
ain't
mean?
missing shit. There's no
You know,
FOMO, dude.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like with this, is we've filled that spiritual hole in our lives that we were trying to fill with dope before, right? So like now, like I experience that fullness in life that like I was always trying to get and never able to get.
Right.
So like for me, I don't think about it.
No.
Like it does. The only time I think about dope is like right now when we're talking.
Yeah, when we're
about
talking
it.
right now about
You
it.
know,
About
but
it.
other than that, dude, like
Then you're living your life.
yeah, the appeal is not there, and I'm just so eternally grateful for that experience. Dude. Like, I mean, dude, we go to work, we're like contributing members to society, and dude, like you and I we were fucked off.
Yeah,
we were all the way fucked off.
right.
Like, you know, and it's like to go from that to being in a homeless shelter for men in recovery to like being to you working.
Right.
You know, at a recovery center.
Yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
an incredible fucking rewarding experience. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
dude.
And I'm just like, And I'm just so stoked that I was able to come on here today.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
And finally host you on your own podcast.
On my own podcast.
You know,
possibly the longest one.
that's crazy. Well, you know what though? Your story's good though. And and you've got so much to tell, you know. And I'm sure that I fucking if we sucked all the time that I fucking just like came on here and just talked myself.
You brought it, bro.
You know what I mean? Like if I like if we remove all of mine from here, it's like a regular length podcast, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like I came in and I had to fucking
double it up.
You know? I wanted to do this too, just to see here. Listen to it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear what it sounded like in the microphone. Oh man, that was so good. You know, like,
I think we beat Charlie. Charlie was my number one longest podcast.
Dude, hers is good too, though,
dude,
man.
yeah.
What a gem of a human being right there too, man.
And I only got to the surface. That's the sad part. I didn't even like.
Oh, there's endless
amount.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah,
I've heard. I've had hours and hours and hours of conversation with that woman, and she is absolutely incredible.
I love her.
She's doing big things with her life.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
And I can't even begin to scratch the surface of how unbelievably proud I am of the human that she's become.
Me too.
And everything that she's done, and all the hardships she's gone through again and over and stepping through. And she is just, you know, like if you're a woman and you're in recovery and you want to talk to a woman in recovery about some real fucking
real shit. That's the one.
That's the woman right there.
That's
for sure, 100%. She has been through. She has been through it, and I just can't. I'm so unbelievably proud of her, and she's
me too.
Yeah,
dude. Me too, bro. I felt that way just meeting her straight out of prison. So
I know
she's grown.
I know, and my relationship with her is unique and it's crazy, and I'm just so blessed to be part of her life, and. That's just that we could have another fucking 30 minutes just talking about
her. Absolutely.
For real. And I feel like that and that's the cool thing about being in recovery is like I feel like that about all my friends in recovery.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I got nothing but good things to say about these people, and it's incredible, right? Like they talk about it in the book. Like we are people who would normally not mix, right? And 100%. Sure. Like that's us. That's us in recovery, right? But we come here and we make it work.
Absolutely,
you know,
dude.
and
Absolutely.
I'm just so honored that you had me come on here to host
dude.
you.
Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you.
Sorry we went so long. I'm happy we had a little pee-pee break because it was going a little...
Yeah, you should go pee-pee when we went pee-pee.
We actually have to think. We have to thank we have to thank Brian for that. I'm going to talk to him later.
Yeah.
And like he really
gratitude. Put him on the gratitude list.
Yeah. He really rescued us in the middle of that one there because I was going a little crazy.
This
I was like,
damn,
dude, how much longer we can go before we be like, all right, guys, I gotta leave.
I'll clean up your pee. I'll clean up your pee for you. Dude.
Well, hell yeah, man! Thanks so much for having me on.
Yeah.
And
thank you, dude.
It's a real.
You're
pleasure.
a great host, dude.
Yeah, It was fun. It was fun to come on, man. It makes me kind of want to like try to do shit like this with somebody again sometime.
Oh yeah,
it's
dude.
A lot of fun.
You absolutely should, dude.
But thanks for listening. There's a bunch of ads.
Yeah.
Ghost Energy.
Ghost
sponsor
Energy.
Us,
yes. Sponsor,
all
please.
That.
Please.
Thanks for coming to the Fuck Fentanyl podcast.
Hell
Thanks a lot.
yeah.
All
Thank you guys.
Bye, guys.